Let me put it up. I just gotta send one more notification. What a long day. Let me raise the. There we go. Let's see. All right, let me send this notification before my brain explodes. 1175 new whip, new me, no internet, but we still here. Oh, yeah, that's actually nuts. Huh, I have no internet. That should just be no internet, but we still here. That should just be the thing. Like, I literally was on a call now with no internet. We are streaming off of my device, off of my phone, off of my entire setup is currently running. Oh, what the heck just happened? Hello? Okay, wait, hold on. Uh okay. All right. I don't know how that happened, but we fixed it. Bro, the technical difficulties are difficult. They are difficult. Um what's it called? I um Yeah, that's also annoying. I normally go over to Twitter just to tweet out the thing. Fucking it seemed like OP scans, they tweeted out the cover page, which I guess people don't care, but I didn't look at it. I just saw that it was the cover page and I was like, you know, but why don't I not why do I have that in front of my face like that? But yeah, we had extreme technical difficulties. I apologize. Thank you Fiso for being super on the ball with keeping me updated. Ironically, the delays worked in my favor because this call was super important. Basically, my router just took a dookie on itself. Like there's no other description. Like for anybody who's techie, it I direct hardwire cannot access the IP, cannot access the router website thing, either one. And I needed to do it 3 times for them to believe me. So now I'm probably just gonna get a new router replaced, but I also wanted to get the there's a sale on the router that I want, and like I would just buy it, but if they're gonna comp me one, then if I buy it, then they can't comp. You know what I'm saying? So now I have to wait, and there's only like 4 of the routers left, and I'm a little sad. But maybe they're gonna message me. I'm gonna ask, see what they can do. You know, it's pretty. We anyways. I have like 50. I've been troubleshooting this the last 4 days. It's been insane because what was crazy was the internet was half working on all my devices except my TV. TV hardline Wi-Fi was not working. On my computer, Wi-Fi was working. Ethernet wasn't. On my laptop, Wi-Fi one Wi-Fi band was working, and Ethernet was sometimes working. My phone Ethernet was working. Wi-Fi wasn't working, and yeah, I have no idea. And then sometimes it would start working and then not work, and then all of a sudden yesterday it just stopped working. And if I didn't take the call right now because it's Friday, who knows when I'd have internet again. God help me, Jesus. Anyways, we got that sorted out there. I'm so glad I was able to take care of all the stuff within the timely manner. um and now we're here to stream. I just need to get like recombobulated, you know? Um oh, the first page is always posted a few days early? That's crazy. I had no idea. Like, like on the Japanese website. Okay, that makes sense. I was like, huh? What do you mean? I've never seen that before. And it's because I not out here raw dog in the chapter like that, you know. Um, that being said, we're gonna get underway. I'm just fixing some of my computer settings and just making sure that my wife, you know, won't have any issues. Because if you have a toddler and you don't have a Bob the Builder or a TV show, he's on Bob the Builder right now, classic. Um, if you don't have one of those things, then it could be a rough time depending on what happens, you know. So we're gonna make sure that that's all squared away. Um, see, okay, good there. Cool, cool. Also my lighting's messed up because I left that lighting on and my phone's upstairs. My phone needs to be upstairs. OG Bob, OG Bob, bro. The new Bob looks spooky, bro. Not even, he skipped seasons because my wife messed up. We were going in order. Bob's lore is super dope. But anyways, the lighting here is casting a shadow because I have my phone upstairs. And did I set it up on this phone? I should set it up on this phone. Wait, maybe I do have it. Hold on, give me a second, guys. I set it up here. Oh, I did. Oh, I'm such a. Oh my god. Wait, hold on, guys. I'm so. Oh wait, no, I didn't. Wait, did I? Password for this? Yes. Oh my god. If I did, I'm a genius. Oh my god. I did it. Holy moly. Wait, hold on, guys. Hold on. This is so clutch of me. I can't believe I set a backup. Off. There we go. Okay, now the shadow should be gone. Okay, and I'm back. And I'm back. Oh, and I'm back. All right, see, the screen is brighter. There's less shadow casting on my face. Soon there'll be another light there, like kind of like a ring light, but it's a ceiling fan. And that's going to be dope too. I'll probably install that this week actually. Now that I got my office kind of set up. Um Bob is not safe. I gotta see what that's about. Can I remember one thing about Bob? That's crazy. Bob's dope. Get him in the Ghost Stories dub on DVD. He probably is too young for Ghost Stories. Anyways. I'm recombobulated. We're good. There's not much to go about or talk about beforehand. Oh, Sai might be able to come in for a short period of time, but as you guys know, when the chapter drops, he records a video. So when the chapter drops later on and I stream on drop, he's cranking out the stuff. So he's probably, it depends on how late we go, that he might be able to hop in. But don't hold your horses for that. And then also Parcast is going to be a little interesting this week because I have a few things this weekend. Oh, let me pull up the chat. I forgot to. I had the chat over there instead of over here. Hey. Oh, Dax is streaming too. Makes sense. Pulling up the chat right now. And wait, what? Where's the room? There we go. Broadcast room. There we go. Okay, now I got you guys. All right, 69% of you guys think it's going to be over 54. Under 53 is 31%. Joy Girl is streaming? Is she move? That's crazy. Did she move to the States? Estados Unidos? Did that happen? All right, we're good. Level's good. I'm not gonna stand the stream. I'm tired. Today's been a long, stressful day. We do have Emu here, so let's hope that Emu brings a good chapter our way. Got our shoulder Emu. All right. All right. Let's get this underway. Oh, wait, hold on. There you go. Bottom is showing. Okay, cool. All right, chapters Nidhogg. Oh, timer's there. Okay, cool. You guys can't see it. Let's put it there then. Awesome. Okay, chapter is there. We're gonna use the TCB website. Thank W Morge for the ad. I did hop in, not on his stream, but I was in the chat. Saw some bunch of you guys, so that was good. Bad Bunny influenced the stream. Hey, I'm from a heavily Hispanic region of America. I'm not gonna dox myself, but Kev Dog knows, sort of. A lot of soccer around here. Around these parts. All right, sorry, Morge, I had to exit out that ad to see the chapter. All right, we're gonna get this started. Oh wait, what time are we at? 13. We'll just say 14 minutes in. Cool. All right, welcome in to the Mirai knows. I almost forgot the intro. Welcome to the Knockup stream, brought to you by my phone. We are streaming off of my phone. If there is lag or delay, blame the router for taking itself out. Basically, it is lobotomized. It has been confirmed by multiple sources, my ISP and I'm not gonna say the router's name, but the router company themselves have determined that my router committed seppuku, and that is why I am late. And what am I holding? I'm holding an Emu. Yeah, I appreciate the patience if my Wi-Fi does lag a little bit. There's nothing we can do, and I was busy this weekend, so I wouldn't have been able to stream tomorrow or Sunday, even if I wanted to. So we needed to get this out, and we have my Samsung holding it down. All my devices in this house, all like 80 devices, smart devices too, are being held up like Atlas. That is gonna be the new. I'm gonna rename my phone to be Atlas. Par got that slick hair. Yeah, I did get a haircut. I got a haircut for the stream only for it to get thwarted by my router. Only to get thwarted by my router. Yeah, Emu's looking pretty innocent, just like in the chapter. That being said, guys, we are going to lock in. We're gonna lock up, lock out, blue lock. We're gonna blue lock. All right, 3, 2, 1. I don't know why I'm doing countdown. All right, let's go. Let's see what One Piece has got for us. We got Nidhogg with an asterisk. Now, I have questions about that. Why is there an asterisk? Is that because it's not Nidhogg, or is it Hog Nid? This obviously is a sort of big reveal. It's a big reveal for casuals, but it's also, if I would imagine, if you are a casual One Piece reader, this might not even mean anything to you, because you might not know Norse mythology like that. Like, if you're a casual reader, you probably just know about Thor and stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like Loki, Thor. What do you know about Nidhogg, right? But for us, we already know what's up, all right? I imagine that when we get Loki's Devil Fruit, it's named this. I just want to throw it out there. When I said that if it's Nidhogg, I need to see snow powers, and we do. Question is, what are we doing with those snow powers? Because that's important to me. And I don't know how I feel about Ratatoskr getting the Niflheim move, but we'll see what goes on with the chapter. I'm assuming based off of this title, which I know a lot of people last chapter were like, heavily, motherly love. It wasn't about Loki, Luffy, whatever, all that stuff. This one obviously is about Loki. Obviously, imagine it's not. Imagine again. It just, this is we're not no. Instead, we're gonna find out like emu is Nidhogg. That's what we're gonna find out. Like, Nidhogg. Man, remember when we thought it was a goat? Sorry. For the people who thought it was a goat. You're Babe Pluto. My bad. There was a bunch. I thought it was a boar. I mean, we thought wolf. I mean, not I thought, but we came up with a lot of fun ideas. Just saying. Oh wait, hold on. We got cover request by Ramen Maru. Sabo getting swarmed by koala joeys. Is that what a baby koala's name is? Is that a koala? Koalas are also a joey. I thought that was just kangaroos. Are all more? Am I a joey? Oh no. You need a pocket. You need a like a belly pocket to be a joey, right? I guess anything with a pocket is a joey. Which Oda's big on these marsupials. Cause the other one, what was the other one? The one in the author note. I forgot the name of it. That was a cracked one. That was also it had a pocket, a pouch. Baby koalas are joeys. Wow. Thank you, Fiso. Thank you, appreciate it. Other than that, oh, I see it. Kanji is Thunder Dragon. So the title of this is Thunder Dragon. Translator note, Nidhogg. Gotcha. Which connects to the nightmare. Dream Demon. I love Dream Demon. Dream Demon is such a good name. There's nothing too crazy about this other than the koala poisoning itself. Because if this is what eucalyptus leaves, then that's poisonous to the koalas or something like that. Koalas are, I think, on the record, the dumbest animals, the smoothest of brains. Their entire existence is thwarting themselves, their diet, their habits, everything. So good on Sabo for protecting these joeys, because this guy ain't doing it. They got two of things though. I do recall that they have two dongers. That is biologically true, I'm pretty sure. So that being said, we're moving on to the author note. A wooden fork came with my McDonald's salad. It's my first time one. I'm impressed with how easy it is to use. Is Oda okay? Why did you get a wooden fork? And are you supposed to reuse it? I guess all of them are technically reusable, but you're supposed to dispose of them. But wooden one, do you? I mean, it's not poisonous to them. It is poisonous to them. I'm pretty sure their food, their entire diet is poisonous to them. Let's see. All right, we're doing good on time. Time for I know that ankle. Oh, the captured Straw Hats are. Okay, he sliced. That's it? Fire? That's it. It has to be hockey. There's hockey, we know it. I've been saying that when Sanji does this, there's hockey there. I've been saying that, people don't believe it, but then we got the confirmation when Queen fight, sure. There's hockey there, sure. But you can't tell me that the Giants can't do hockey plus fire. Come on. This is it. Or is it because Sommers isn't here? Is that what it is? Is Sommers not here? Also, can't Jinbei? Robin, thank goodness. Thanks. That's our Sanji. Okay. So those vines are weaker to higher temperatures. Much obliged. So Jinbei tried, and they're just saying it's weak to high temperatures. None of the Giants tried fire. Could use fire. Have fire in their arsenal. I guess it's not that crazy. They just... No one tried hockey. Why would I think that they tried fire? And Jinbei couldn't break it either. So it's not hockey. It's actually just not hockey. It was just the fire. Because ain't no way Jinbei doesn't have proficient enough hockey. I'm not saying his hockey's stronger than Sanji's, but he should have proficient enough hockey to stop a non-conqueror hockey coding. It's just fire. Which means Nami could have done it. If Nami used Thunder Point, she could cut it. Huh. That's interesting. All right. I mean, technically Usopp could too, because he has the fire one too. It's in, if it's just because Jinbei can do low key. He can waterbend. He can't waterbend the vines like Katara. Just some of this, some of that, and then like whoosh, some of those. High temperature could be a play on passion and heat. That's the only insight I can offer. Normally, I don't check the chat while I'm reading, but I saw Fiso and I saw the thing. So he's saying, okay, so it's a hockey, fire, and caring. Like Jinbei apparently doesn't have one of these things, and it just wasn't enough. Like, I like Nami and Usopp don't have the hockey. He doesn't have the fire. So I guess Sanji has all three. He's the, like I said in my video, he's the avatar. He's mastered all the elements. That being said, we said, I'm afraid there's no time to celebrate. Okay. Robin is locking in. Yeah. Okay, but the problem is she doesn't care. She doesn't give two shits about these kids. She cares about that library. Let's go to the library, right, Robin? Yeah, this hockey and that roar just now. What is that massive shadow? So that's wild. That is wild. These dreaming demons are so big. Look at this. Look at this Draugr. This Draugr is still so far away from them, and they're ants, and Loki's bigger than this Draugr. Like if you put the Draugr sideways, that's how big Loki is, all the way over there. Behind the shadow, behind the fog of war, Loki is peeking out. He's looking like a hairy. He's looking like a hairy thing with like I don't even know, kind of like he's looking like a Moria fiend, kind of like a doppelganger. But yeah, okay. So this is the setup. This is the intro. We got the Straw Hats freed. Oh, I forgot what I wanted. God damn. Okay, all right, hold on. How much time? Okay, so really quickly, guys, you guys may not have seen it, but on Sai's spoiler channel, me and Sai did predictions for this chapter, and I was supposed to start the stream with that, but because of all the technical difficulties, I forgot to. And one of the things I said was a reuniting of the Straw Hats. That was like one of my guesses. Boom, we got them. I guess sort of. I do want to see Brook. One of my predictions was saying that we'll see Emu post, and like maybe Brook is fine, maybe Brook is with the Straw Hats, and maybe he's learned something. I don't know. Another one is that Luffy and Loki, they end up taking care of the entire. Sorry, I'm gonna just pause this to say those predictions. Luffy and Loki take care of most of the situations, and Zoro and Sanji handle wherever they're at. So as far as the Dami reverses, that's not a Loki Luffy thing. But I was saying like maybe Loki freezes over everything, or somehow he like AoEs everything. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to think of the other one. The other one, I think, so that was 1, 2, 3. I had 4 and then a fifth one. The fifth one was just that it wasn't meant for this chapter. It was saying that like Yarul is the eagle if Loki is the dragon, which I know it sounds crazy. I'll explain afterwards. I just wanted to say those things. Trying to remember what the other prediction was. But I just remembered because this just happened. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Let's continue then. Let's see. What is that massive shadow? West Village. Ripley, Oimo, Rodo, our folks need help. Okay. They were stabbed by our thorns. Mommy's going to die. Okay, so the kids and everyone got dropped off in the West Village by Loki and presumably Luffy. Zoro should be here, but Chopper is with Scopper. Chopper's with Scopper, so we don't know necessarily where those boys are at. They're not gonna die. Come on. If your mom died to Vine, I'm so... Oh my god. Ripley is actually looking... I didn't realize that was Ripley. There's no way they died to Vines. There's no way. Like, that's crazy. Ripley, Oimo, Rodo, our folks need help. Interesting. Loki, the village isn't safe. Take the kids somewhere else less dangerous. Not my problem. Damn. Damn. Look at him. He's so big. You can't even see him. Oh, he's right here. Oh, they just like slid off like an airplane emergency exit slide. Oh my god. That was probably like a 5-minute fall, right? From the top to the bottom. That's a long ass slide. Loki should make money as an amusement park. Wow. He'd make so much money. He could be like a flying circus. He could be flying around with like all these amenities on him. He'd make so much money. Okay, sorry. They just went and jumped on my back. I'm just dropping them off. All right. Acting like you didn't do it on purpose. You had the whole island. You picked them up. Luffy literally aimed. All of you climb down now. Oh my god. Yo, that one kid who had the nightmare saw Loki. They saw Loki. Yo, Loki out here like Kurama, bro. He was out here about to destroy the Nine-Tail village. Like the hidden leaf. All right. As you guys know, I'm tired. This kid that saw Loki had flashbacks when Ange was like, draw your worst nightmare or whatever. What are you afraid of? This kid tapped in. He tapped in to 8 years or whatever. Yeah, 8 years ago or whenever this happened. His deep dark memories, and he was pretty spot on. He drew an accurate Loki, just missing the beard a little bit. But we don't know if Loki had this beard when he was oh my god, he's eating the bird. He's eating the bird. And the other Nidhogg. Oh, it's right there. The other Nidhogg. Look at this. This is actually accurate. Where the hell is the bird? You guys see this? Oh, you guys can't see it. It's right here behind my... All right. It's right here. It's right there. You see that? Boom. Cool. That's what these swords are for. They're now pointers. Okay. Clearly, I'm not a swordsman. Mihawk mods me. Yeah, that Nidhogg, very cool. Very cool. Let's see. Yeah, these Dream Demons ain't got nothing on Loki. All of you climb down now. Oh, it's Zoro. Hey, says Luffy, Big Luffy. People of Elbaf, the children are safe, says Yarul. Yeah, that's a little bit safe. Loki is looking interesting. It looks like his jacket. It looks like these spines are his jacket, or are they him? Or in his... Oh my god. Has he always been in hybrid? Yo, what if that purple thing on his back... No, he had that, right? Did he? He had that walking into the royal castle, right? Because that would be so funny if this entire time he just been in hybrid and that was just his fur. Do dragons have fur? All right, he's a furry dragon because dinosaurs are feathery now. Oh, that would have been so sick if Odin made him have feathers. Low key, I would have liked that. Damn. Oh, you know what would have been even more sick? If he still had his tattoos. Oh, oh, that would have been so crazy. But I imagine like the arm tattoos are on the wings. And then, oh, that would have been nuts if he still a tattooed dragon. Oda, please edit the volume. Make this a tattooed dragon. How many series have a tattooed dragon? Okay, but like Fairy Tail probably has a tattooed dragon. All right, but like, you guys get what I mean. You know what I mean? Like, that would have been sick. It would have been sick. All right. We have a huge double spread. I had to move the timer. Thank goodness there are no more hostages to worry about. All right. Okay, and then let's see what happens here. You guys took your sweet time. Don't tell me that dragon is, says Zoro. Yup, it's Loki. This place should be safe with you here, says Luffy to Zoro. Yep, good. That's what I said. I said the exact same thing. There's nothing to worry about. Oda's not gonna write a Zoro L. And Hiredin, if there was any reason to give this situation an L, it'd be Hiredin. Oh, we got Ratatusker here. We got little squirrel boy. He's peeping out. Yeah, that's no problem. Since you've already gone giant mode, can you guys take care of those dream monsters? Okay, this is it. This is what I said. Elbaf won't last long if we leave them be. On it. Thud, thud. They came raining down out of nowhere. These things are... It's more thorns. Get the children inside quick. Sorry about that sound. I'm just gonna close one of these. I can't hold on to both. Alright, there we go. They came raining down out of nowhere. The thorns? Why did the thorns come raining down? And it starts... Ange spotted. Ange's a little sus. Give up already, you dumbasses. Okay, who said that? Who's this? That creep still after us? Oh, it was Sommers. I ain't gonna let any of you trash peeps survive. Sommers, leave. You wanted to go take a nap. You're gonna embarrass yourself, bro. Sanji cut through your things with just a casual ankle. Zoro about to piece you up. You cheated me out of that touching moment. Zoro's about to piece him up. Zoro, please. Zoro, please. Zoro, please. You cheated me out of that touching moment. Okay. Actually, this might be for the best. Since the brats were saved, I haven't failed the mission yet. Oh, this is all Sommers. I can still take them to the Holy Land as planned, but this guy is psycho. What do you mean? Luffy's right here. There's a dragon that's bigger than an island, and you're here, mono. I hate this guy. This ruins. I hate this guy. He's up, he's down, he's up, he's down. He just take in reality? That's all I ask of him. It's fine. Be a comedic relief character. But stop ignoring reality. You can't be this disrespectful. You can't be likable if you're going to be this disrespectful. And you can't back it up. That's the problem with it. He cannot back it up. Zoro beats him. I'm sorry. Zoro beats him. It'll be hard because he doesn't know how to beat the regeneration. But he'll beat him enough times that he'll learn. And not on top of that, there's Luffy who mogged the Gorosei, and then there's Loki who will eat him. I think if Loki ate him, Loki's stomach acid will beat Sommer's regeneration. All he has to do is just permanently flex Conquer's Haki, and then what? His innards will be fine. I bet you never thought about that. Possibility. I'll finish off their dying parents. Taste my rapid fire thorn launchers. What the hell? This is normally OP and scary, but it's really not because, okay, I won't let you. This time I'm going to save mom and the rest. Me too. Me three. Oh, the kids. Human shields. They're shielding. That's crazy. Oda, say it ain't so. I'm gonna cry, you morons are priceless. At this point, screw it. I don't even care about my mission anymore. I'm just grateful to get to kill you guys. I get to kill you guys myself now. Who's going first? I'll never forget the brave look on your faces. I'll never forget the brave looks on your simple faces. Say goodbye now. Okay. Okay. This guy is so oblivious. Do you not see Superman, like, in Superman's pet and Superman's right hand? Like, we have the whole Justice League right now. And my guy, we have the Avengers. Sorry, I couldn't think of references. We got the squad. Okay, we have the squad, and this isn't even the. This is like. We have the hero, the villain, and then like the hero's sidekick, and then the villain's pet, and none of them are on your side, and they're all stronger than you. All of them. Can the squirrel eat Sommers? I think he can. I think Ratatusker beat Sommers senselessly. I think Ratatusker should just eat him because he's vines. I just realized this is Ratatusker's domain. He might domain expand. Domain expansion. This might be domain expansion. Yggdrasil. Let's see. Colin, please run. How is he supposed to run? Aren't they still in the vines? No, I'm going to protect you, mommy. Good boy. Skathunk. Vines. And Zoro. And Zoro. And Zoro with the which I'm not going to do both. I can't do 3 sword style right now. Not on stream at least. I didn't mean it like that. But Zoro 3 sword style got all the vines. We got this. Way to go, Zoro. I knew you had this in the bag. Me too. Me too. Nah ha 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 ha. Oh, interesting. Not a nia ha ha. Yeah, no go. Oh my god. Yeah, now go. Who did that? What? Oh, right. He hasn't. Oh my god. Luffy, calm down. Luffy, calm down. Zoro. He's answering for... Yo, what in the glaze? The captain is announcing his right hand and then about to clap his cheeks with lightning. What the hell? Why Luffy ain't never do that for me? Why are you doing that for Zoro? He ain't never do that for Sanji. That's crazy. Zoro, he's a member of my crew, and don't you forget it. I don't know why I said it like that. That's not how Luffy... Zoro! No, I can't do Zoro. I can't do Luffy's voice. My bad. Alright, delete it. Delete the VOD. Zoro, he's a member of my crew, and don't you forget it. Gum Gum? Oh, we got Brain Point! We got Brain Point! In 2026! He's doing Brain Point. He's locked. Yo, he's Blue Lock. Oh my god, that's crazy. In the young 2026, he got Brain Point. He's doing one-handed. He's doing the... Wait, low key? He's doing the white... He's not doing the okay, he's doing this. What? No. Hold on. He's going... Okay, now I see. He started out like this. And then in the next panel, it's like this. And he's shooting. He's shooting his... I need to see that in like the UFC. I need to see someone piece someone up like this. Straight up. Just line up their shots like this. That would be so disrespectful. Damn, Ripley's hitting the... Oh, oh, okay, hold on. That's not it, but her face is was my 4th prediction. It was that there's gonna be some recognition from the Giants of like Luffy being the Nika of the thing, but like kind of like in Wano, what they did with Zoro and Ryuma, and Luffy and like the Sun Gods or whatever. So not this yet, but like that is the face. That is the face I'm waiting for. I just need the dialogue to combine it. That's crazy. That's crazy that we did get that face though. Booming Dawn Thor, right? Yeah. See, this feels good. Okay, this looks good. This this looks cool. This makes sense. There's nothing wrong with this. The only thing wrong is this face. What did Sommers expect? Did he not see the sun god there, Nika? Does he even know what Nika is? Like, does Emu not teach his Holy Knights or their Holy Knights anything? Because this is just insanity that he's just ignoring who's here. Like, every single one of the people, Zoro, Luffy's, the squirrel, and Loki, they can all do this exact same thing to him. And he's just so disrespectful. I can't wait to make fun of Sai. Oh my god, he got split in. Luffy killed him. Luffy killed him. Luffy killed him. Luffy, please. Did he kill him? Did he kill him? Yo, what is that punch? He over-rotated. You're supposed to turn, but I don't know about all that. I don't know about I don't know. That might tear your arm out of socket, bro. You're supposed to put it down, but that's a little too far. Yo, that's crazy. I guess he's rubber though, so it's fine. It's fine. He split him though. The Straw Hats. Oh, it came off. Damn, wait, did he actually just kill him? Wait, because the devil fruit became undone. Wait, even when Sommers got cut in half by Scopper and was like out for a little bit, the fruit never caved. But now it falls off the kid. That means Luffy killed him. Luffy killed him, bro. I finally... Okay. Mom, I finally got to see it. Luffy-kun's white form. He really does look just like Nika. I believe he's the one. The warrior of liberation. And there we go. There's the other prediction, baby. There we go. There we go. Am I 4 for 4 on size? We got the reunion. We got the acknowledgement. We got the... Oh no, we don't have the... What were the other two? Oh, Brook and Loki. Luffy Loki. Well, we took care of Sommers. Honestly, that's more than I wanted. I didn't think Sommers was gonna die. I didn't think he'd lose to Luffy in this chapter. I thought we were gonna save Sommers, but I think Sai did say Sommers is probably gonna die. I think Sai did say that. And I think I gave him pushback. Anyways, did you say... He doesn't... Did you say, Nika? That's just a tall tale told to scare kid. I cannot. No. He doesn't... Did you say... Is that Sommers' head? What do you mean, did you say Nika? This is something that even Kizaru on site was like, so that's who he is. Vegapunk? No way. He actually... I mean, still his actions don't make sense, because even if he's being disrespectful he doesn't know that this is Nika. You have to... How do you... This. How do you ignore that? He's right here. He's quite literally on the end of the wing where the kids are. And then there's this. And he's sitting there acting like he can do anything. Loki is eating dream demons. Oh, sorry, the wing's on this side. Sorry, the wing's right there. Sommers is an ant. And he's doing all this in front of this. You don't need to know Nika to be like, yeah, I'm not messing with the dragon. This is what I was saying before. I'm like, bro, this is like insanely disrespectful. The Holy Knights are so insanely... Sommers is silly. I need to see Killingham. I need to see Emu slash Gunko. I need to see their reactions. I need to understand the Holy Knights better because it can't be, Sommers can't be representative of Holy Knights. This is just so insanely dumb. Like, did you say Nika? So he doesn't know what Nika looks like. The White Warrior thing seemed like the thing. That's just a tall tales told to scare kids. And that's so interesting because Saturn was saying that out loud, but his inner monologue was like, no, Nika's real. Bonnie doesn't know the truth, and literally, quite literally, in his inner monologue said, I don't think that Bonnie is piecing the connection to Luffy's white form. The Gorosei know what Nika is, but the Holy Knights, they're just not going to acknowledge it, even though 5 of the Gorosei saw Nika, said Nika out loud at Egghead. Like, vice admirals had seen it, probably even heard them. Because at that time, when Bonnie transformed, I'm pretty sure they were like, oh, there's 2 Nikas. Like, that's the Gorosei acknowledging the legend out loud, canonically, and yet we have a Holy Knight that's just like ignoring. That's so insane to me. Anyways. It's a real Nidhogg. What? We were really saved by that? Well, time to go. Dude, Loki's got the flame. You see the man marked by flames? Loki. He's the man marked by flames. Oh, he ate the poneglyph. Did he eat the poneglyph? Yo, what if he ate the poneglyph? He just went... And he's the man marked by flames. Or even better, the squirrel ate it. They just... That'd be... I don't know. He would shit it out? Not if it's like kidney stones, you know what I'm saying? Like, or he perpetually eats it, you know? Or he holds it in. He's been constipated. Who says he's been getting fiber in his diet, you know? Okay. Okay. His Loki's like grabbing something. Or like not grabbing something. Interesting. That's Loki. All right. Okay, this is Copper. This is the first time I've seen him like this too. So you're saying Elbaf's national treasure it's a forbidden devil fruit. The mythological drag. Okay, so in this conversation, okay, see, that wouldn't have made sense if the conversation just didn't have the name in it. But okay, we're going back. The mythological dragon fruit. Nidhogg. Okay. It is said that whoever eats it can transform into the world's most colossal dragon. The size of the creature is relative to the initial size of whoever ate the fruit. Whoever ate the fruit first is relative to the initial size of whoever ate the fruit, of course. Sorry, brain fog, brain lapse. Oh, I see. That's why Rox wanted Harold. So that means that Rox knew what it was. Oh, interesting. That means that Rox knew what it was. I don't know. I mean, whoever eats it can transform into the world's most colossal. What does that even mean? Think of it this way. A giant would grow larger than a human, undergoing the same transformation, and an ancient giant's growth is naturally even greater than that. That combination is what brings out the devil fruit's true potential. They say this dragon breathes lightning. When it flies, its jet black body can turn day into night. Guys, this is Pluton. This is Pluton. This is Pluton. This is it. That jet black body can turn day into night. That's what, if you go back to my Pluton video, I was saying that that should be the description. The whole turn day into night. That's what I said. And that's why I said sky cloud, a massive cloud that could cover the sky. But if you just have a giant dragon that can shoot laser lightning, then you get the best of both worlds. Okay. So the fruit was forbidden and hidden due to its immense power. Not quite. It's just been protected by the Hammer Guardian Ragnir. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah. This is interesting. What an interesting lore to give. Because, like, Jormungandr being, like, the largest dragon could... I mean, technically, we got the chapter title Lightning Dragon, right? We got that converted to Nidhogg. It's not said here yet. Nidhogg. Interesting. Now, Ragnir. What are we going to say about Ragnir? In Elbaf, there is a legend about a god of war who fought with Ragnir. It is said that he took the form of a giant dragon and he locked horns with the sun god. Okay. He was accompanied by a loyal partner, the ice squirrel. Ratatusker. Oh my god, is an ice squirrel. I literally... Okay, so lightning is Nidhogg. Snow to Ratatusker. Okay. That's interesting because then I would want to give it fire too. Not fire. Fire or heat. I'd want to give it both. Like sunlight. If it's ice squirrel from like Niflheim, then wouldn't it have the sun heaven realms aurora? Maybe Ragnir has a bloom coming through. Luffy's the fire, he's the sun. That's true. But like the Ratatusker, he's not... I wouldn't... Giving it any element is interesting, so giving it more than one wouldn't be too wild if we're giving it one. To make it long... No! To make a long story short, we're in One Piece! What do you mean, make a long story short? I'm here for a long story long! What? You think I read 1,100 chapters to make a long story short from the literal oldest man in the... Yarrow, you don't know me. Yarrow, I need you to know me. Yarrow, please, brother. Yo, wait, I just realized Ratatusker looked tough. Look at this. Sorry. Oh, you know what's crazy? I mean, we already knew lightning was gonna be a thing. That's a lightning box. I just, because of technical difficulties, I couldn't set it up. Next week, that thing should be up and running. It shoots lightning. Yeah. It just shoots lightning. And I can make it shoot lightning with my voice if I wanted to. I just gotta make sure that the wall doesn't like catch fire, which it shouldn't. But that being said, Yarrow, bro, Yarrow, please, don't make me fight you. Don't make me fight you. After his master died, they say the loyal Ratatusker came to possess the weapon Ragnir. Oh, okay. And awaits his master's return, or so the legend goes. Okay. I got confused. I'm like, wait, that doesn't make sense because it's the hammer first. So hammer, Ratatusker. During Nika's time, Nika, not Joy Boy, right? During Nika's time, these were separate. Yo, why it look like a broom? Okay, these are separate. But I'm assuming as time went on, when Nika turned into a fruit, Ratatoskr got turned into a fruit, Nidhogg, or whatever the dragon thing is, got turned into a fruit. And then this one, it says came to possess the weapon Ragnir. This one went into the hammer. This does low-key fit with the whole idea that like the weapon needs to have a will of its own to be able to be like possessed, but it says possess. Okay. That's at least how I'm interpreting this, because this moment right here does not take into account the devil fruit part. But it has to be that the hammer has the devil fruit. Otherwise, the sea stone part doesn't make sense. But in any case, or so the legend goes. Okay, or so the legend goes, that's the part where it allows for the flexibility. But it seems Ragnir is no longer acting as a guard for the fruit's power. It's finally made its choice. Yeah. I would also make the same choice. If I was said squirrel and I feasted my eyes on Loki, come on. First chapter, when we all saw Loki, we all were like, he deserves it. He deserves it. Everybody, when we saw his ass chained up, knees, like the way it was, chest out, we were like, yo, give me more Loki. Everyone was begging for more Loki. I don't think there's a single person that begged for more Loki. Or didn't beg for more Loki. We got more Loki. We got hella Loki. We got Loki's dragon, bro. Dragon D's nuts. sorry. Family friendly stream. Parental guidance is advised. PG. This is a PG stream. PG means parental guidance, just for the record. Okay, you can't just raw dog the stream. You gotta have parental guidance if you are below the age of 13, right? PG 13. So if you're 12, PG applies to you, right? Yeah. It shows Loki. Roar! I gotta hear his voice. Does he have Loki's voice, or does he have like a Loki dragon voice? Because then I'm gonna have my son hit the raw. Like I'm gonna have him do the sound, which is funny. Another thing that I couldn't get set up. I forgot to mention, my mom came over and cleaned my desk, or helped me clean my desk. But she saw me working. She's just like, all right, mom mode. And so now my desk is clean and I have my soundboard there, which I bought like 4 years ago. I'm going to put a bunch of Zenith sound effects on there. But yo, okay. Loki hits the lightning. Every time he breathes, lightning shoots down. Okay. Oh my god, it's Hyper Beam. Sai was right. And, okay, me and Sai were right in one fell swoop. Sai said that Loki's going to have a Dragon Breath Beam attack. I said it's going to look like Hyper Beam. But I said that he's going to take care of, like, all of the problems all at once. And, yeah, he just lasered down the Dream Demons. Which shouldn't really matter. Thrudheim? Thrudheim? What is that? Thrudheim? I'm assuming that's just like Thunderheim. Damn! Luffy and Ratatoskr hitting the we did it! Aoisimo! Hooray! We took out the Dream... No, I mean, sorry. Yo, they're straight up hitting like Dora, though. Like, they're acting like they did something. So that's it. It's a Norse reference. I'll send a link in DMs. Thank you. Appreciate it. Oh! I'm like looking dead in the eyes of Emu and Gunko, and I did not register them. And I read, so that is it. Emu is seeing it. I can't tell what this expression is. I think it's concern. Yeah, it looks pretty concerned to me. The Nidhogg. It was... Oh! Oh, we're end of chapter. Oh my god. That's so... That's kind of hot. That's kind of hot, I'm not gonna lie. Oda, you gotta stop, bro. She's like 80 years old. She's 90 years old, brother. Can't keep me going like that. Chat, color spread covered, next thing. It was here all along. Oh my god. Okay, we stopped 46:32. Oh, I could have kept going. A quirk of fate. So they knew. They know of Nidhogg. They know. They know. That's awesome. I don't know if you saw my Ryugashima theory in Discord. The other name for Onigashima is the dragon Ryuma slayed. It's why the skull looks like the war god. So you're saying that this skull is the Onigashima one, but Kaido technically built that, but I see what you're saying about the island name. It used to be called Dragon Island for him. I could see that. And then Ryuma had to slay him? Damn! Wait, then that means that Zoro's like grandpappy, I know. Great grandpappy, whatever it is, just killed Loki's predecessor? Wait, no, that doesn't make sense. Because then that would mean that Ryuma's way like that would mean that Ryuma is contemporaries with Nika. Sword God, God of War. Now you speedran that last page over, it would have hit. What was the time? It was 53 minutes. I had a whole 8 minutes. You think that I could, even on my worst or best day, I could not, cut that. You must 400. No, he's not 400 years old, right? That's just the magazine. We don't have the actual date, do we? I thought the 400 was debunked. Oh, you were trolling. Got it. You had me almost spit my water out. The top one has horns facing the same way as the Dream Nidhogg, so that's why I think it could be a human user. Interesting. You're saying the Dream Demon could have been based off of the other guy. Well, as far as Yarul's depiction of him, he doesn't even. This ancient giant's whack, bro. I'm not gonna lie, this ancient giant whack. Ours way better. Ours is way better. Read my first message above it. Like Yarul out here he's looking at okay, here's the thing. This is bias, okay? This is what we call narrative bias. In One Piece, Oda does this, but this is very egregious. I like to think that when Oda does silhouettes and shadows, Oda does it based off of the person who's doing it, right? So in this scenario, if we were to apply it, he's looking at the ancient giant and he's like, I would sooner believe this is what Yarul looked like when he was young than that being the OG dude. He doesn't have the horns. He's not even that big. Okay, maybe he is that big, but like, you know what I'm saying? He don't Oars. Where's Oars looking dude? You know what I'm saying? Why the numbers all multicolored? Do you remember the mention of God of War? Oh, let me see the previous comment. There is no confirmation on what era Ryuma is from. The only time we got is from Magazine Volume 5, where said 400. Yes, I agree with that, and I do not agree with the magazine. So there's that. The people who wrote that in the magazine need to atone for their sins for spreading the most one of the most annoying facts that aren't facts of the One Piece community, verse, whatever you want to call it, fandom. The Ryuma timeline. It was singularly whoever wrote that article in the magazine, they need a good like Itachi bump. They need a good boop. What you doing? Boop. Where'd you get that 400 years? Boop. Little bro. Sorry. I don't mean to be disrespectful. Don't attack the writers or whatever. I'm just saying. It's all for good fun. He could do it back to me for saying that, you know. Don't actually attack people. That's not cool. Hold on. I'm just looking for the comment. from Jay here. Wait, did I miss it? Maybe there could be two Nidhogg's on the mural. The figure on the left has horns facing the same way as Loki, so that could be Ancient Giant Nidhogg. The one on the top could be Human Nidhogg user. Oh, that's an interesting point of view. Nidhogg, like, they could all... What if it's this? Like, hybrid Nidhogg, full Nidhogg, and, like OG Nidhogg. Right? Because we don't have that, right? Oh, I guess we do. Yeah, wait a second. Now I think about it, like, I see the interesting here, because, like, Nika doesn't have a devil fruit. Ratatusker doesn't have a devil fruit. This guy, how is he Nidhogg? Is he Nidhogg that can turn into a human? That would be kind of sick. What if the first fruit was a human fruit and Nidhogg had it? Dun dun dun. I think Nika got the Sun God fruit. But that would imply that he's not the Sun God. Which, you know what? In certain contexts, that can make sense. It doesn't make sense for I think the mainstream logic, but, or this happened in the second world and that kind of fixes all loose ends. No, because they're not talking about Joy Boy. It's hard. Because the squirrel and Ratatusker and Ragnar, the hammer, being separated is an interesting thing. I guess if it is Second World and then that's Joy Boy, it's pre-Joy Boy but still after. So complex. Yo, I'm so glad I have this sword. I just feel like I can vent out a lot of things. The router issue, I can point to things, I can point things there. Just like, feels right. Feels good. Anyways, it's said in the main manga that Ryuma's protecting Wano against pirates during the Wano Age of Gold, so definitely after Joy Boy, the first pirate. Oh, that is a great point. You are right. They did say that it was like the world government or whatever wanted there too. Like they had something there and the world government wanted it too. Or did they say the world was after them? But yeah, at least Onimaru, right? Onimaru said defend against pirates. Please, no one give Par a gun. Hey, maybe I should get an orange tipped. But wait, hold on. I kind of look like the sword kind of looks right with my haircut now. You know what I'm saying? I look like I cut my hair with the sword. That's how clean cut. Right? Ronin Par. That's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying. It was Kashi that said it is first time seeing Loki in his dragon form, not Gaban. Oh, you're right. All right, my bad. All right. He's this guy right here. I thought he was a tree. How am I supposed to know? That's right. That's Loki, all right. This is the first time I've seen him like this too. Oh, but he's saying two. Oh, because it's Kachap. Wait. Oh, because Kashi was away. He was at any lobby. Let me get to some of these super chats. Goat Stunk to the $5 super chat says, I don't know if you saw. Oh, Wait, did I just read that? I did read that. Yeah, I read that. All right, shout outs, Ghost Dogs. Appreciate you. Um, and I do like to build off of that. It can't just be Wano. Fishman Island also, because it's called Ryugu Palace, the Imperial Dragon, right? And it does look like Kaido, but I'd go on a limb and be like, there has to be, if like there maybe there's like different religious sects, like different dragon worshippers. I am the Western dragon worshipper, and I am the Eastern dragon worshipper. You know, maybe dragons with wings are cooler than dragons with flame clouds, like people like that. You know, my dragon is the one true dragon. People like that. You know, and meanwhile, like all the dragons are real. I guess you know. Alejandro Souls with the 27 months membership. Appreciate you. Says Ripley going to sleep forever after seeing Nika. Stop. I believe he's the one. The warrior of liberation. Here's the problem. She got that Tsunade mark, bro. She's gonna eat that mark and then she's gonna recover. What if we get big Ripley? What if we get Ripley? I don't know what that means. But point is that there's no way Scopper is here, senses Ripley's like lifespan leaving this planet, and he's still sitting here. My guy would claw, it would jump, would broke, he would pull a Deku. He would go plus ultra, break through, crack the sound barrier maybe like 6 times, make it to Ripley just to die by her side, right? Because that was his issue. He's just like, man, don't procreate with the giant. It's not worth it. You die too soon. You can't have relationship with your kid. Blah 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 blah. Scopper would fly, would he would kill Emu with his body as his last resort and land perfectly next to. That's the kind of guy Scopper is. Why? He's the minister of love, bro. He's the OG love maker. Okay. He took humanity. He took one big, humongous step forward for humanity. All right, guys. He's not letting Ripley go. Ripley is his moon. Okay. This is his Apollo mission. Okay. One small step for man, one big step for mankind. Something like that, right? Okay. We ain't losing Ripley, and Scopper ain't letting it happen, okay? If Ripley was dying, Scopper would immediately become the main character. He told all of you that you too can climb your own tree, your own Amazonian, sorry. Adamwood always prevails. Yeah, we don't know what he's packing, bro. PG stream. Rental guidance. Hold on, let me just get this let me know if you message. Oh, let's see what Fiso said. Okay. I'll keep pace with wherever you are, so no spoilers. Oh, appreciate you. When Yarrow says Roto, he has a question mark for him, probably because he didn't expect him to be there or act so brave. Ah, that's awesome. Where are we at? Ripley, Oimo, Roto? Ah, I didn't see that. Sorry. Ripley, Oimo, Roto? There we go. That was a good one. Cut, made it. One take Andy here. That makes sense. I mean, imagine that. He's like, you have a brother? Huh. Why were we beating you senselessly for you're a guardian of a kid? That's crazy. Imagine that. Like the brother, I forget the brother's name. Oops, I broke my sword. Imagine that. They like beat Roto senselessly. He's like crippled. He's going to prison. And then they're like, wait, He's the only guardian for his brother. Should we have done that? Bjorn. That was his brother's name. Sad. Um. Oh, okay. We got the Thrudmere thing. Both Luffy and Loki reference Thor in their attacks this time. Okay. Okay, let me load this up here. Okay, remember guys, I'm on my phone. I have been streaming for an hour and 20 minutes off of my phone. I have multiple devices going off. Thank you, Bitrate. Thank you, Bitrate gods, for blessing me on this occasion where my router decided to not bless me. Okay, and there we go. It loaded. Honestly, Discord might crap out if we join with Sai. Phone upscale. Yeah, it's crazy, bro. I have it on a supercharger. I have it on that 80 watt pump. I'm hoping it might not even be 5G right now. My house doesn't get 5G. There was like one spot. So I put it in that spot and I have it supercharging, and we might not even be on 5G right now. We might be on 4G. We might be on 3G. All right. We might be on no G. Oh, we're on Gear 5, bro. I'm hoping. Um that's why I don't recognize it. I know this one. This one. I did not know that translated to Thrudheim. Home of Strength. I'm, I need to get in that voice acting, bro. Is the home of Thor according to the kingdom of Thrace. I always thought it was just this. It is indicated that Thrudheim lies outside of Asgard. Wait, so Thor wasn't born in the capital region? Is that not Hyrden? Is that you? Are we gonna get Hyrden, the god of thunder, Thor, born in the home of strength? Is that what we're gonna get? Cancer free stream because of 5G. That, you know what? It's awesome that you actually mentioned that. I do have really great health news. Somehow, after 8 years, my cancer is taking a reverse, and it's shrinking. It is shrinking on all measurements, all biomarkers. My doctors are all like, "What are you doing? How are you doing that? And whatever you're doing, keep doing it." And I told them what I'm doing, and they were like, "Oh, that's wild." Well, you know how it goes. We don't know that science, so just keep doing that. Power of friendship. Congrats. Thank you. Appreciate it. Part of the ponytail is an L, respectively. Technically, it's not. It's only a ponytail on stream. I usually style it differently, but I like it. I like it. Par is accidentally progressing cancer research. I am in a research study. I am in two. So they are studying my blood to help fight the good fight. Yeah, 8 years of research on your boy. Let's see. Yeah. So that was a shocker. I saw that the shrinking part, but then the crazy part was the blood test where it was reversing, and I'm like, you guys did say that this theoretically would not be possible, right? And they were like, yeah, we didn't expect this to happen or so quickly. But in the span of months, it is reversing. And you know what's funny too? The one part that my doctor did say, which according to my graph, the point of when it started dipping, but not at the rate that it's going right now, but there's an inflection point, and that inflection point is actually when my son was born, because I got a blood test that just before he was born or just after he was born, because it's the same hospital. And so on the graph, the exact inflection point for when it starts dipping is my son's birthday, which is crazy. Christmas. Um, that's pretty cool. Bro's the brown Thor, the home of strength. Um, let's see. W voice acting, appreciate it. The Yeah, this chapter is quite the shocker because I don't know. I don't know what happens. Like this is okay. Before we get back to the super chats and the chat, I just want to. I just like this is hard. Okay, this is for sure tough. W positioning emu looks cool. You look serious. You do. I don't disagree. You look real. You look real tough. This looks fine, okay? But the problem is I have yet to see the counter. I don't know. Why is Emu unfazed? It's kind of disturbing. Just aura farming. That's what I'm saying. I did enjoy the chapter. Emu's got the Rinnegan. No, they got the half Rinnegan. They're supposed to keep going. The eyes are supposed to whoop, whoop, whoop. It's supposed to keep going into the white parts and turn your eye purple. Loki stomped on Sommers. You missed it? What do you mean? What do you mean stomped on him? Oh! Oh, it was an alley-oop downwards. Oh my god. Luffy hit him in the ground and then Loki threw him 100 feet under. I missed that? All right. My bad. I didn't know that he was just like under his foot. My bad, I missed the pixel, okay? You see, Loki is big boy, okay? And then Luffy is in his giant form, and Sommers is like that little piece of cement on my wall. My bad. my goat is wide. Yeah, because I didn't see Sommers, the most useless pixel. I swear, like Sommers should not. I genuinely think at this point Sommers should not get back up. If he gets back up, it's gonna be obnoxious. You know what I'm saying? Hey, to be fair, today was a tough day for me. All right, the tech. Yeah, hey, the tech ecosystem. Yeah, because my tech ecosystem failed, okay? My router died. I was on tech support. I had to prove to them that I was right and it died so that I could get it comped. And I need an email from them to get it, all right? And we're streaming off my phone right now. The stream was late, all right? It's Rich from the tech ecosystem guy for calling out my bads. Nah, you're right. Nah, today is a difficult chapter for me to have what happened today. But all I can say is my phone might be up there in the top 10 with Loki, Luffy, Ratatusker. Oh yeah, actually that's also a confirmation, right? Like this name Ratatusker is confirmed now, right? It's just that we just don't know if, like, he's not saying it's a devil fruit, but he's saying it's a devil fruit, right? That's essentially what it is. Why did I scroll past it like 3 times? There we go. It says after his master died, they say the loyal came to possess. Yeah, we just don't know the mechanism of which this is happening, but it's assumed to be devil fruit because sea stone and etc. We've seen this before. Yeah. What up, Cookie Ninja? Appreciate you. coming through. We're streaming off my phone. That's what you missed. Did you miss the part where they fought Roger and his crew multiple times? Oh, you're talking to somebody else. What was I gonna say? Let me read this super chat. Alejandro Solis, the $5 super chat, appreciate it, said, if the God of War and Nika fought, that would explain why Ripley said the giants haven't fought with other species. Also, does size matter per fruit? That's a good question. You know what? I don't think so. Right? Because it didn't say the size of the creature is relative to the initial size who it's okay, no, sorry. I misspoke earlier. I meant to say it seems like the way this is said is that, let's say, for example, let's say Loki ate Lucci's fruit. It's sounding like the full transformation would be the same size no matter what. Whereas in this instance, they're saying specifically the size of the creature is relative to the initial size whoever ate the fruit, of course. Oh, no. It's saying of course. It's saying of course as in, it's saying that like it would still be a bigger jaguar or leopard, whatever. Yeah. No, so I didn't misspeak. I think that's just saying as matter of fact. Like if whoever eats the fruit, the thing's gonna get bigger. It's just that like the fruit, this is kind of interesting because you would think that like all dragon or all things benefit from being bigger, right? Because that's kind of like would you rather be like I don't know a regular sized elephant or a Ruskina sized elephant, right? But the downside of this is the size, right? Technically the size. Where's Sai? Let me get sleeping. No, the chapter came out later today, so Sai's working on his video. It once he posts, that's a sign that he might be able to come. I'm not too sure if he'll be able to. Oh, I got that Loki. I got that Loki drip. You know that others who have Conqueror's Haki can learn how to kill Holy Knights? It ain't going to be limited to Loki forever. Oh, yeah, 100%. But that's also why I think he should just stay dead. Like, Sommer's living past Luffy, Thor... What was the name of the move? Past this is just booming Dawn Thor rifle, right? Like, the courtesy is Luffy didn't put Conqueror's Haki on it, I guess, right? And the thing is, Luffy knows that Conqueror's Haki will kill him. And the thing is, Loki also knows that, and he didn't use it either. So it's like, I just don't get why. But, like, if he had put Conqueror's Haki, they would have been dead. Summers had a text box under the Loki's claw? Yeah, they just need to kill him. Sai's calling, except deny. Just need to kill him outright. And doesn't have pupils because of the glasses. So wait, give me 1 second, guys. I realized I have a fur coat here. I forgot we're in Hellbound. So I should dress appropriately. Give me 1 second. This is my OG fur coat. I'll get my old one again. Not that I need it. It's not particularly cold. Actually, I have a heater now. Oh, there we go. There. I look like I'm from Vinland Saga. Right, guys? Is this my new... I should make this my new PFP. Just... There we go. All right, I'll screenshot that. What time are we at? 1:32. Perfect. Let me see. Let me see. Okay. There was Black Lightning with Loki's attack? Was there? I don't see it. I just see regular lightning. I see the... Oh, I guess down here, but those could be the clashes. I don't see lightning there. You kind of do? Put me in. Put me in. Actually, wait, no, that's kind of... Bros, look at... No, I don't look like Cash Patel. Yo, that's so crazy that he said that. Fuck that guy, bro. I mean, Mr. FBI agent, if you're listening on YouTube, not fuck that guy. Yeah, I should have went to the Olympics as well. I forgot that he's literally an FBI agent. Like, literally. And he's, like, petty enough to come look at me. Oh, we got the same skin color, brother. Actually, maybe he might come after me for that. Let's just, I have a black blade. Okay, that sounds really bad in the context of, like, normal people. I didn't paint my blade black. Okay, we're just gonna stop there. We're gonna stop it there. Size matter per fruit. No, I don't think so. Oh, yes, it does. I think it does. I think that also plays off of what Hyerden said too. Hyerden's like, have you ever seen a giant with a Logia? You know? You look like you just took your wife's fur vest. Okay. All right. Just because Narukami, just because you know the lore of the vest doesn't mean you can just throw it out there. There's a bunch of new people who don't know that this is my wife. She's never worn these before. Actually, no, she wore this one, but the other one she didn't wear. Technically, the other one's my mom's, but that's a different story for another time. I'm in a good mood. This chapter made me happy. I'm glad, bro. I'm glad. The joke is that this video is up for free. All right, you guys are gonna start paying it. I'm gonna gatekeep this one. I'm gonna put this behind a paywall. On the right panel, you can see Luffy with Conqueror's Haki on his punch. True. There is Conqueror's Haki there. There is. You're right. It was outside. There is Conqueror's Haki there. Summer should die. Summer should be dead. I'm sorry. If this is it, like, is Luffy like not putting enough Conqueror's Haki, or is he like, he's like, nah, I don't want to kill him, right? Is that it? But then Loki shouldn't be like that. Loki should just, and the thing is, like, it's not like they have to. This is a scenario. I know, guys, you don't need a trial in this scenario. I know, it sounds crazy coming from me, the guy, you know, usually we innocent until proven guilty. But the difference here is we actually do have, like, the judge, jury, and executioner, and we do also have him in the middle of the crime, and he's admitting to it, and he's telling his motive, and his, like this is you. We have Yaru, we have Loki, we have witnesses, we have him admitting that he's not under duress. He's literally crying, wanting more of it, right? Like, and had there not been civilian intervention, he would have gone away with it. If it wasn't for the meddling kids, he would have gone away with it. This is an instance where this execution would have been pretty just. I think this would have passed a lot of records, you know. I get it, everyone, you know. But this is a moment. This is a moment where we're kind of like, yeah, no, he was about to kill kids. He's a saint, though, yeah, but he was about to be. He's about to be like a Epstein's saint. You know what I'm saying? I probably shouldn't have said Cash Patel in that. Apparently, if you say KP, oh. I just realized Cash Patel his initials kind of sus, and I was gonna say Epstein, and then it was like, oh god, ugh, yikes. I liked Colin stepping up. Yeah, I do too. I like the kids showing up like this. All the kids too. you know? I mean, Loki did say now he knows how to hurt the God Knights. Yeah, I want Somers to be dead. Somers might have a second transformation with the second level Covenant. His tattoo is different from Harold's. Here's the thing. You're saying that he might have like a yokai, right? Here's the problem. He still don't got conquerors, right? Is that not the issue? It doesn't matter what he pulls out. Nothing he has will beat Luffy, Zoro, Loki in any combination, in any separation. They're not winning. Like the Gorosei were lucky that Lucci took out Zoro, because like, I'm sorry, they would have died and multiple times if Zoro just knew to what Conquer Hockey was, right? Because that's the problem. The problem is Somers does not have Conquer's Hockey, and unfortunately, Conquer's Hockey is the bread and butter of the series. And I say unfortunately because there was a window of opportunity. I like how you didn't mention Sanji. The thing is, we saw Sanji beating Somers with just fire, okay? And like, going back to that translation, I know Fiso was saying that it could have been the higher temperatures could have been mentioned as passion or whatever. But at the end of the day, if we were to logically break this down, Jinbei could not break it. Jinbei is Haki, right? The others probably tried, but like, Sanji needed Haki plus fire, and then he took out Somers' vines. These are things, by the way, that were like resisting Somers to a certain, not Somers, Scopper to a certain extent. Now, these weren't hockeyed up, right? But I would imagine Sanji could just destroy them too. The point is that Somers is not winning anywhere. Not a single spot of contention on Elbaf at the moment. Somers wins. Sanji is on the other side, and Zoro, Luffy, Loki, and Luffy are big enough. I do like the elemental matchups coming back in the series. Anytime we come back to Pokemon, it's a good time, you know? I like the contrast between Zoro and Sanji. They both beat Somers, but Sanji is more stealthy while Zoro's fighting in front. And Luffy. And Loki, right? Because Luffy cracked Somers, and that undid the vines too, right? Right? That's how we're supposed to read that? Did I misread that too? Because I could have. It looks like Luffy punches Somers, and then the vines fall off. Then, as he falls and hits the ground, Loki alley-oop slams him, right? It's after Luffy hits him that says it came off. God of War Elbaf in Little Garden is probably same one from this chapter. Also, the God of War of Tatakai no Kami in Japanese. I'm getting Attack on Titan flashbacks. Yeah. How has this chapter affected the Ange Enda? We don't have the expert here. But Ange did look a little sus, not gonna lie. Because think about it. Where is it? Okay, so here's the thing. Ange, does Ange fall at any point in the chapter? Ripley does by the end of it, but it's more like a sigh. Like, she's like, oh, he's got taken care of. I don't need to do anything more. I respect. Ange surviving and like not being that wounded, like, it is, they are wounded, but they're standing, I guess. I don't know, something about this. Ange is still sus. Nami, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Nami could have heated it up. I think Sanji's gonna be the one who's gonna kill Summers for good, though. Maybe. I mean, damn it, it's just kind of like dragging it on. We have the thing is like Summers is a good character, but you can't just keep all your good characters alive. You know what I mean? It feels more powerful when you kill them sometimes. Kagurabachi is a great example of that. Characters dying feels good to a certain extent. And Loki's a character that literally killed his own dad. Yeah, he didn't want to, he was forced to, but what's his qualm with Sommers, who's repeatedly offended him and his land and the giants, and it was in front of his face. Like, Loki's killed his entire mom's side of the family because they poisoned Ida. Now he's watching this guy almost take out a school bus of kids, and he doesn't kill him. I feel like that's that. Like, yeah, Luffy doesn't kill him. Sure, Luffy looks like he killed him, but Loki should kill him. I just feel like just Loki's a character that we're building up to be that strong, so strong. I would almost say that Loki's so strong that it's probably harder for him to not kill them, right? And the difference between the two is him wanting to and not wanting to. If Loki goes, chain him up, we need to study this form, right? We need to study his regeneration. Boom, I love it. I love it again. If Loki has the wherewithal to think ahead and be like, we shouldn't kill him, we should take him hostage so that we could figure out how to beat him, kind of like what Scopper did against him, right? And he did hear that part of the story. Like, we learned from beating him multiple times how this works, right? So if Loki goes, yeah, let's keep him alive, chain him up, put Sea Stone on him, so that we could study how to beat their generation and more people can win. Boom. I love it. We didn't get that, so now I'm just like, kill him. Just have him dead. I'm amazed at how Par believes Sanji and Zoro can do what Emperors and Pirate King level fighters can. If that's in reference to Sommers, I do not think that Sommers is anywhere near Emperor Pirate King level fighter. In fact, I was on record and consistently saying that I thought that Zoro and Sanji could beat Sommers, Killingham, etc. before Scopper even fought him the first time. And that was what accurately had me predicting that I felt that Scopper would be so strong that he could just decimate all of them. And I even said the only reason why he would lose is Colin. And then that's what ended up happening, right? And the reality was pretty close to that notion, I would say. And now we know that the difference is conquers hockey. Do I think that in a fight, Sommers versus Zoro goes that simply, that like Zoro beats him with one shot? No. But I do think that Zoro beats him. I think that it's like a fight like King, where it's like he fights him until he realizes what beats him. And I think that Zoro is strong enough that he could just constantly just deck his ass. It's like the same way Luffy's doing. Like Luffy's punching him and he splits in half. Like, I'm sorry, I think that Zoro could do the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that Zoro can just split him constantly. I think that Sanji can split him constantly. I don't think the Holy Knights, at least Sommers, is that great of a fighter. Anytime we've seen Sommers is just literally things that I could do. I couldn't. Actually, you know what? I couldn't do that. But there's a certain class of individuals that could. You would never see me torturing kids, right? But the reality is that anybody who has no morals and morally bankrupt could do what Sommers is doing. It does not take strength. And the thing is, like, even Saul, that fight was an interesting one because Saul was kind of fighting in a way where he was like, I need to protect Robin and Chopper, so I'm not gonna like fight back. I'm just gonna like lose. But Sommers just kept torturing his ass. Which, you know, I don't even consider Saul that great of a fighter. Sai forgot that he had hockey, you know? Yeah, it's unfortunately the Holy Road. Unfortunate. But there's still a few left. you know? Um, I need another drink. I'm getting a little parched. So I'll be right back. I'll check the super chats. I'll check the chats. Give me a second, guys. I'm a little bit parched. Oh, I could have got the other fur coat. Now I think about it. I'm parched, exactly. Um, let's see. Oh, that hit the spot. Are we still in the theory that Summers is Nami's biological? What? We evolved to Summers is Robin's. What? Are you on Psy's sources? Because who's we? Are you one of Psy? You know what's funny? I saw a post. Oh, it was a post. It was a post about how Loki. Loki was. I sent it to Psy. Loki was telling the story about Goon Valley, and he's making it, and the person wrote he's making things up just like Law's story. It's so funny. But that being said, I actually should mention it. I've been getting on Instagram more, which isn't necessarily a healthy thing, but I've been using my personal account more, and now I'm starting to use the ParVision account, and I just post funny anime things or repost funny anime things. So anything I see on my feed, I just repost out in the story. Um, I didn't post that One Piece one though because I didn't want to put spoilers for thing because most of my Instagram is going to be anime only people. So I missed a lot. Oh, Psy's here. What? We got the big boy. I can hop in for 20. We got the young Psy. We have been streaming without problem from my phone. Can you believe it? Okay, we joined. We're here. I'm not gonna turn on the camera because I don't want. You know what? I got balls. I'm gonna turn on the camera. I'm just gonna try and lower the quality though. Can I lower the quality? Advanced streaming? No. Check out your camera settings. No rotation, reset, advance, edit, cancel. All right, no, can't do anything there. Yo, we're here. Yeah, I mean, glad to see you. Regardless, glad to see you're doing well. Are you? Wait, are you doing well? Oh, okay. Yeah, that's no worries. Yeah, there's a yeah, usually I think the logic is if it's delayed enough, then people's schedules are so messed up on the next day that they can't keep up with the like it's like if you delay entire Thursday, get to Friday, then people's Friday schedule is different. Versus sometimes when you get it Friday, it's because they finished up Thursday night. Um yeah, so that's oh, you can't hear Psy. There we go. All right, my bad, my bad. It's because I was on
Oh no, I'm here.
tech support earlier, and I didn't want to accidentally leak it. But yeah, yeah, crazy. My router decided to poop itself. Oh wait, sorry. Speaking of poop themselves, them
Oh no.
predictions. I kind of.
Oh, are they fire? Wait, look, I didn't check. Are they good? Are we
I
looking
think I
solid?
was besides the Yarrow one. I think I was 4 for 4.
No shot. Let me see.
The Straw Hat reunion we saw.
Size.
Oh, we didn't see the. We saw Emu, but we didn't see Brooke, so that one doesn't count. Damn
No
it!
Brook. No,
Damn
no,
it!
no, no. I think the way I worded it,
Uh
I
huh.
think it does. Okay, because
Oh,
oh, you're right. No, 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 no. We put Emu moves or like does something. Yeah, no, that we didn't get that.
yeah, we just got Emu
Loki,
aura
Luffy deals with
farming.
everything. Straw Hat regroup. Giants talk about the Sun God. No hybrid form Loki. Unique breath attack. Summers gets it. We got almost all of them. We
We
missed like 3. That
yeah,
is like we got 6 out of 9. That's good, bro.
and one of
That is
them.
the best bingo sheet ever.
One of mine is a
Fuck.
throw because the Yarrow one I literally
Yeah, it's a
said
throw.
it was a
That is
throw.
a you sacked us with that one.
Yeah, and then the Emu one. Aura farming, does that not count? Aura farming is a thing, you know? And
No, I think the way we worded it, like they would actually do something, or
we
at
got
least that's the way I wrote it in the video. So we can't count
gotcha.
that one.
All right. 6 9, 6
Wait,
9.
but 6 out of 9 is not bad.
Yeah, yeah. We
That's
make
a sexy number.
yeah, yeah. Looks good. Yeah. So the Straw Hats, yeah, got the regroup, and then the funny one was the hyper beam attack, and like yours and mine both were right in the same. They took care of everything just really quickly, and it was so
Combined,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, all at once. Um, yeah, and then I think the craziest part was, or actually, let's ask Sai, the two main things, because he doesn't have unlimited time today, and I'm also very tired given the day that I had. But first thing, Summers dead? Question mark.
Alive.
I
He was
know.
talking. He
It's
was
so sad.
talking after Luffy hit him. People are saying he's dead. He's literally talking as he's like a piece of like garbage in the air, like split into 5 pieces. Like he's fine.
He should be
He's
dead.
wounded. He's gonna regenerate. I mean, that's the thing. Dude, these God Knights,
But they
I
use
don't know.
Conqueror's Hockey.
He's
Both
like
of them.
Majin Buu.
They both use Conqueror's Hockey.
Yeah,
Like,
but you have to be mindful of how you use it. Also, Par, I don't know if you picked this up.
uh-huh.
Yarl says, I know nothing about the devil fruit 4 chapters ago. And then here, he's like, actually, it's the Nidhogg fruit.
Yeah.
Go back to 1171. He says, they're like, hey, do you know about the sacred treasure? Yarl says, nope, I knew nothing about it. What? Am I crazy?
I think. Are you looking at which translation? Are you looking at officials?
Both.
Okay. Because I think the officials changed it a little bit more, or maybe it was TCP. One of them lended itself to a different scope. Just bear with me. I am running off of my phone's Wi-Fi, so which is incredible that we have not had any drops or any.
He'll pull up the chapter in like 5 hours.
Yeah, it takes a little bit to get the chapter out. It took me me
Yeah.
a good 2 minutes to get the wiki page for Thrudheim up. W Fiso for sending that. Yeah, he says, what did he say? He says, does the treasure of Elbaf really have such power, Yarul? Not that I have heard. That there was actually a means to stop him. So I think here in this is the official translation. It says, it's hard to imagine with the way his wounds healed themselves that there was actually a means to stop him. Does the treasure of Elbaf really have such power, Yarul? And then he goes, not that I have heard. So that's the official translation. So that's, I feel like.
So he just doesn't know how strong it was?
No, the regeneration. They're specifically talking about like the beating.
Is that it?
At least in my opinion, because he's saying.
No, that's my cope too. Like, that's
Yeah.
how I think. But like, the most previous question was just, does the treasure have really that much power? And he says, not that I've heard, but it sends chills down my. I don't know. it sounds weird, and in like Viz and TCB, I feel like in Japanese this would make more sense. And I do agree with you.
Yeah.
The way to make this work is that it leans towards Herald.
Yeah, because I think like Scopper was basically saying, I had a terrible vision, plain as day, of Harold venturing forth from the castle and laying waste to the world until it was nothing but ruins. It's hard to imagine, with the way his wounds healed themselves, that there was actually a means to stop him. So that entire first page is about the wounds not being able to heal. And so then does the treasure of Elbaf have the power to stop him from the healing part? And then that's where Yarul, agreeing with this, what is said in this chapter. Yeah, he has insane power, but I didn't ever heard about that regeneration shit. That wasn't he turns night to,
you gotta
or
like
day to
make
night.
inferences. I think that's like the one downside. It's seemingly disjointed in English, but I mean, I see the vision. I see the ParVision here.
Yeah.
So Nidhogg, W reveal. What do you think?
So
kind of just what we expected.
Technically, we have Ratatusker's name in the chapter, but the Nidhogg,
only person that says Nidhogg is Emu.
Yeah, it's interesting because the Nidhogg at the very end is there. Wait, Fiso, does this also is this katakana or is this lightning dragon? Or if Saeed is here, whichever one of you guys have the raw dogs, does he say the Nidhogg as in katakana or is it kanji here? Let's see. Oh, what were you
Resident Fiso? Oh, do you think that time dilation is at work? Because that Holy Land is not on fire. The Holy Land is straight chilling, brother. It looks, unless the fire is like off screen.
Oh.
I mean, they got no issues over there, brother. Maybe it's quelled.
Nah.
Right?
No. That'd be so...
Time dilation confirmed. It's been 5 years already.
I mean, I guess Emu wouldn't just eject, but like, if it's not a concern anymore, does Emu stay? Because the whole point, Emu was like, we need you guys back at the Holy Land. If the Holy Land's fine now, does Emu go like, nah, you guys need me here? Like, but the thing is, even with Emu there, I don't think Emu wins. I'm sorry, guys. Like unless Emu's there physically, Emu. I just don't see
Gunko. Like the real Emu.
Yeah. Like I don't see Gunko with Emu's buff beating what's happening right now. Gunko's gonna go the same way as Harold if it continues forward. Someone said, "Hear me out, Arlong." Lando, if there was an
no, fuck. I was talking about that too. No, because I was saying Arlong put out the fires because remember he's a slave at Marie Joie. We talked about that.
Oh,
we memed about that a long time ago. Yeah. That was where my mind went too.
Yeah, we get base.
Damn
Arlong. It. Yeah.
We're so brain rotted, man.
Dude, that would... Okay, you know what? It is Arlong. You know what? I don't know why.
It's Arlong, right? Yeah.
You know the reason why, right?
Why?
To carry the flame of Fisher Tiger. He thinks that Fisher Tiger did all that W all on his own. He doesn't know about the Shanks part. So in his mind, he's like, I gotta live up to big brother Fisher Tiger. And
no.
Wait, what?
Arlong is saving the Holy Land. Come on.
It's both ways.
Arlong is Shamrock's slave.
He's saving them because the slaves don't want to be caught on fire. So he's saving them, but by proxy, he also got them out as well. It's a twofer. He's actually going plus ultra because Fisher Tiger got chased in Arlong's brain, right? He looks at, Fisher Tiger was chased endlessly because he left it on fire. This time, I'm going to also take out the fire so they don't chase me. What's wrong with that? You know what I mean? Just who's a few slaves? They weren't that mad at Fisher Tiger. They were probably more mad at the property damage, which to them, slaves are property damage. So, you know what I mean? It's like they can get the property back, but they can't get the damage. Yeah, so it's a twofer. Arlong,
I see.
Arlong is progressing the agenda. I don't know whose agenda. He's
our agenda, the blue agenda.
No, don't say our agenda. But speaking of your agenda,
Speaking of agendas,
Can we talk about the agenda? How is that progressing? Because that's what you got wrong on the bonus question. Remember, I asked you the bonus.
not really.
You said that she would not appear at all.
She doesn't have dialogue, really. She's just background.
She doesn't even have eyes. How about that?
Exactly.
So what do you have to say?
Yeah, it's because she's
Ange?
soulless. They say eyes are like the windows to the soul. She has no soul.
All right. Okay. Sorry. What do you have to say about Ange besides random slander? Okay.
Oh, I told you, she's just hiding in the background. She's just going to be chilling for a little bit.
Okay, so then next chapter, is she hiding in the background more? Is she doing first aid?
We're not going to see her act for, like, I think 3 to 4 chapters.
Is she gonna... Oh, you don't think that she's just gonna, like, teach the kids, like, treat this like a field trip? Like, hey, children, this is what gods look like. And explain, like, the mural in Harley text.
No, she would never do that.
They turn into a Bible study, the Harley study.
No, somebody's going to ask about Nika, and she's going to be like, shut your mouth.
No. She's gonna pull a Sommers. What? That's Nika. That was kind of crazy. Right?
No. Imagine Anne starts sweating a little bit. Oh, he's here.
No.
No, anything but Nika. Please.
Yeah. Is Sommers? I hated Sommers this chapter because, like, my thing about Sommers is just acknowledging reality. Once he starts doing that and, like, playing his character correctly, because, like, ignoring Nika is one thing, but ignoring Loki as a full-size, colossal, whatever dragon, and he's just doing whatever willy-nilly while there's a giant dragon that could, like, literally spit on him and kill him, and he's doing all that, and he's like, what? That's Nika? It's like, what do you mean about the dragon? But for him to not know that's Nika, that's crazy, right? The White Warrior.
Real. I mean,
Kizaru knew. Kizaru showed up and was like, naruhodo.
Yeah, but I mean, it's like okay. It's one thing to read a comic about Superman. It's another thing to see Superman. It's like, holy shit, is that really Superman? Oh, that's a tall tale, man.
It's one thing to be a reader of Superman, and it's another thing to be, like, in the league of people actively trying to keep Superman out of existence in reality. Like, Gunko's out here like,
yeah, okay. If anything, I blame Emu. I blame Emu for not properly telling everybody that he exists. I blame Emu for a lot of things. What do you mean you don't know that the Nidhogg fruit is Elbaf? Isn't that crazy?
Yeah!
The god of war of Elbaf had the Nidhogg fruit. Oh man, 900 years, I could never find it. Where the fuck could it be? Oh my god, it's an Elbaf? What?
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, that's crazy, is it not?
Emu is upsetting. Emu is, you know what it is? What I just realized, like,
he's not moving like Soga.
Yeah, that, but also Soga can move the way Emu's moving, and it'd be fine because Soga would take care of it. But Emu here, right? Kagurabachi reference for those who don't know. But Emu here, right, is actively a detriment to everybody around them. And we talked about this in a little bit where, like, Luffy relies on his crew. That's why his crew isn't dog shit. And I think that is why, like, the Beast Pirates, everyone's making fun of the Toby Roppo, right? They never had to do anything. They just sat on Wano, Kaido took care of everything, and who's getting past King and Queen? King would just come to the edge of the island and kick your ship off. He should have let the Big Mom Pirates just so that Toby Roppo could take care of them. Then they would have an even front, maybe. And they'd probably still lose. If they're losing to Frankie, they're losing to the Big Mom Pirates that showed up. Smoothie cleans. I don't care. Like, it doesn't, there's no shot. But point is that Emu's like out here like, oh no, don't go to Elbaf, you'll die. No, send their ass to Elbaf. They need to die a few times.
Send them all.
Like, they get coddled so hard.
Train them, dude.
I think, and then Emu shows up. What's taking so long? The Holy Land's on fire. No, it's not. The Holy Land's on fire, Emu.
It's because it's been 10 days, Par. That time dilation's going effing crazy.
Are you like locked in on that? Like, that's 100 for you, or is it like 90?
It has to be, dude. Time dilation has to be a thing. I feel like, you know, aside from, like, you know, the theory, it is like the best way for the story to progress, and like we get all the characters outside of the Straw Hats up to speed, like Crossguild and Shanks, for example, and even Blackbeard. You know, just I think it'd just be a lot of fun to see where they're at now, like after a month has passed.
That would be like a fairy tale time skip where the characters don't have the time skip,
no,
and the other people do. That would be low key a fairy tale. Because I was just thinking that's a unique one.
That is fairy tale.
Wait, fairy tale did it? Dude, we go back to Sai's origin story. That's crazy.
Yeah. Everything goes back to fairy tale.
I mean, fairy tale is very LBAF coded, I feel like.
I mean, another thing too is just minor nitpick. I kind of wish Luffy still had his LBAF fit on. I don't know why he has his other clothes on now. I feel like that's so interesting.
Maybe Oda doesn't like it. Maybe Oda looked at it and said,
like, even an Egghead, right? Yes, he didn't have his Egghead clothing on, but we at least saw him take off the shirt or the jacket, and he wasn't rocking a shirt. He was just naked. I mean, minus like the pants, of course. So it's like he spawned in the shirt. Like,
I would have liked.
I guess he just imagined the shirt in.
Yeah.
I miss the LBAF fit, man. I don't know. I like the horns and the cape. I thought it was fire.
Yeah,
and the axe too. Like, imagine the shit he could do with the axe.
At this point, is this the fault of an editor, or is this the fault of now it's not correcting in the volume now, right? Like, this can't be something.
Yeah, this is not going to get corrected in the volume because it's way too many. At first, like, you know, last chapter it could be corrected easily, but now it's like intentional. They're going with it, and I'm just like, maybe this is why it took so long for them to show up. Like, they actually just changed his fit. Luffy, where were you? What Zoro said? Oh, it took you guys a while, huh? Mm-hmm. Oh, sorry, Zoro. I was getting dressed. I wanted to go back to my Wano outfit for a minute.
Yeah, he went back to the ship. He's like, oh, look, we have a ship. That's cool. Gets changed, then catches some kids like that. Oh, quick, Loki, quick!
Yeah,
stop
actually,
by our ship.
I hate my LBAF fit.
Which is funny because their ship is on the top, right? Their ship is in the Sun Realm.
Yeah, it's in the top.
Yeah, so who knows? It's probably just imagination. At this point, everything can be explained by imagination, which is sad when like the fit was more imaginative. I literally went and like left and got my fit because I preferred the LBAF fit and I forgot. Like, because I didn't wear it during
that fit was fire, man.
Yeah, mine too.
No, me.
Yeah, I pulled out the sword and I was like, you know what I'm missing? I'm missing the fur coat. And then I felt immediately like Vinland Saga. Like, my hair, this hair strand fell immediately when I put the vest on and put the sword like this. It just hit me with that Vinland Saga feel. But yeah, it is crazy. So Ange, we talked about Sommers, we talked about got your gripes about Luffy. I'm just a little confused about next chapter because I look at the ending and I'm like, cool, Emu's aura farming. But then you hit me with the reality too. The aura farming was kind of nerfed by the dialogue because the dialogue is literally like, so the Elbathian lore of the Elbathian fruit wielded by the Elbathian guy that's an ancient giant that's on Elbath. Surprise! The fruit was on Elbath. And oh, double whammy. The person who probably killed Harold, which I don't know if they realized yet, was the Nidhogg thing, which you probably should have realized in the 14 years you had, right? Because that's the other part of it. You had 14 years to contest with, like, I wonder how Harold died. Or was it 20 years? Sorry, 20 years. I wonder how Harold died back then. Maybe someone wielding the legendary devil fruit that could probably do that damage. Like, it's crazy. It's kind of wild. Emu has to be toddler brain, right? Is that it? Is that it?
Like, I don't know. I have no clue what to say about Emu. I just hope next chapter. I think next chapter is like the last chapter we can really just like, you know, hold out hope for Emu here in Elbaf at least. We got to see him throw hands, man. They got to throw straight hands.
Hot take. Emu ejecting wouldn't be a bad idea. Because, like, think about it. At this rate, you have Loki, who's not even in his strongest form. Luffy, who's just messing around. You have Scopro, who, like, put them on a path towards figuring out how to kill, like, these Holy Knights. And then you have Zoro and Sanji both demonstrating like some capacity of like competence here. You have Ratatoskr, who I can't wait for that. When Emu goes like, "Oh,
okay,
Ratatoskr, you too."
I see where you're going, but hear me out. If Emu looks good despite these odds, that would be massive. So I think this is worth the risk. This is worth the risk. Keep Emu here. Have them go Insano style without the real body.
Okay, but realistically, right? Even in hindsight, what did we with Saturn, right? When Emu was in Saturn, what did we saw? We saw that getting dogpiled by the people and then just Dami reversing rocks to handle it. And then they just God Valley never happened. And they just sailed away. Just left. They just self-ejected. And it's like I'm on a maybe I'm a little bit on a ledge here, but like I feel that Luffy and Loki are kind of scarier to a certain extent than the rocks.
No, that's everybody.
Yeah, like
a lot of people think that Luffy and Loki cannot be defeated. And I agree. Like, I don't blame that mindset. Like, I see why. I have eyes, dude. I know why people think Luffy. You know what I mean? Hey, guys. I know I may act like I'm distracted by lights and trains pretty often, but even I know that Luffy and Loki are pretty scary looking here. They're just literally like a pinnacle of power. So that is why I think if Emu looks good without, just being a Domi Reversi merchant, that it would do great for the God Knight agenda.
Yeah. Here's the issue, and no,
or maybe
spot, it's not because Emu is black that we don't like Emu. That's such a fun.
I want to like Emu.
We're here. Bro.
I want him to be Soga, brother. But...
What are you gonna say? Sorry.
Oh, I was just about to say, like, maybe they just make Sommers into that guy, though.
No. The thing is, like, I agree with you that would be the better thing. Emu showing out, but the probability of doing so, given the cards, it's like, even if Emu Power Rangers spawned in the Gorosei, the 5, and you got the Ginyu Force plus Emu, I'm still putting my money on Loki Luffy. And the thing is, Luffy would just dogpile the Gorosei harder than he did last time, now knowing how to beat them. Except he doesn't know, he's just gonna figure it out. And that's like the thing where it's like Emu staying, there's a higher probability that they're just sandbagging until they figure it out, and I don't want that. I want to preserve Emu as much as possible, and I'd much rather give Emu a reason to eject than have them be here for the like 90% probability that they look worse, because that's what Egghead was us constantly, every chapter, hitting the copium like hard. I think I don't think there was a single person that was not hitting a little bit of copium for the Gorosei. Like, no, surely this chapter, guys, surely Saint Venus won't get wrestled by Oimo and Kashi, gets wrestled by Oimo and Kashi. Like how many times did we get disappointed by that? And we were like, no, just a little bit more, guys. Just to the point where we were like, no, just wait until they're back at the Holy Land in their domain expansion, guys. And that's what we're doing with Emu, except it's like, no, let's just not put Emu in all the deficits that we like conjured up for the Gorosei. Put Emu in the bubble. Emu can only fight in the Chamber of Flowers from now on. I want to see Chamber of Flower buffed. Like give Emu a bandana, 3-sword style, hit like Gear 5, like hit all of the buffs.
Give him everything, dude.
Give him everything. Keep him locked up. That's the only place where they're allowed to fight. I don't want to see it outside. I'm sorry, guys. Maybe I'm alone there. Send Emu off of Elbaf. That's my hope. I hope there's some reason. Like, I hope Emu goes, looks like the fire's out. I don't need to be here anymore. And it's like, you're on your own.
Yeah, Emu says, hey, I can go home now. Yeah. Oh, maybe Emu says, hey, my television show's playing. I gotta bounce, dude. Which, speaking of bounce, I gotta go.
Yeah. Appreciate you stopping
I do gotta head to work. Yeah, sorry I couldn't stay longer. Chapter came at a weird time. I had to record real quick and edit that, but the video will be up like after Par's done streaming. And Parcast should be this week too. We got to figure out a time. Do you want to do it tonight or tomorrow morning?
It's got to be tonight, but like tomorrow morning tonight, like I'm going to be tired after the stream.
Yeah.
So probably like
early.
Like I'll message you.
Okay, I'll be up all night, so just message me whenever.
I know when you.
Okay, beautiful. All right. I'll I'll catch you guys later. Have fun, y'all. Peace out. Peace out. Stay safe.
Peace.
Sweet dreams.
Sweet. All right, let me hop on that, and then we get this out of the way. Oh, we got Zamdi Al with a super chat, says congratulations on cancer par. Congratulations on beating the cancer. At this point, I'm winning. I'm Loki. Like, my body's hitting it with the Loki right now. Also, Sommers is the Nepo baby of the Holy Knights. He is here because of Jupiter. I'm not mad at that. I like that. But thank you again, Zamdi L. I appreciate it. Thank you. And yeah, I mean, I think me and Sire are on the same page. It's just funny with like Ange the Cope, with the Holy Knights the Cope. There's always gonna be Cope. It's either mine or his, and this is just like so. This one's a hard one. This one's a hard one. Yeah, I actually want to throw up a poll. I want to throw up a poll for this one. Does Emu fight? How do I say this? Like tooth and nail? Like, does Emu fight seriously on Elbaf? And here's the stipulation, right? I don't think that like rocks, Dami reversing rocks, it's in my opinion is like that serious version. Like, I mean, when I mean seriously, I mean Emu themselves. I don't mean like, oh, Emu's in Saturn, and if Emu in Saturn was beating all of the people, that's seriously, right? And like just putting rocks in Dami reversing and walking away, that's not serious. Okay? Recklessly would be kind of the thing. All out, it can't be all out because Emu's not here. If Emu was here, that's a different question. I mean, does Emu fight with Gunko more than like what Emu did in Saturn versus like the Rocks Pirates and like Garp and whatever? That's what I mean. Because the way I look at God Valley, I do not think that Emu took that seriously. Because Emu Dami reversed rocks and walked away with no like care about what happened, essentially. Because they're just gonna nuke the place. But it's like, yeah, I mean, you could have taken out Roger right there. You could have taken out Garp. I mean, taking out Garp might not have been the thing. But your ops, like, they're the ops. Like, having Roger know of your existence, then 20 years later finding the One Piece, it's like, yeah, no shit. He would be able to properly scoop you guys. You know what I mean? Like, congrats on cancer sounds crazy. It does. I autocorrected. Par confirmed as a Holy Knight. He's regenerating. Yeah, technically. I'm pulling that Doflamingo. Like, Doflamingo's doing that inside string thing. If I could explain my logic with my health without sounding like a health guru, I would. But that's what I even told my doctors. I was like, yeah, I'm doing something that, like, you know, it's based in the science. I even sent out the reports and like the journal stuff and the things that I did. And doctors like, oh no, that makes sense. But the difference is like, that's not something that like standard of care. Like, you can't just like tell people to do what I did, you know. You can't do CAR T therapy on your own, right? It's not really real. Unless it is. But anyways. This chapter is kind of, it's a climax. It's a climax in a lot of ways. Like, we have a full reveal. Loki is the main character of Elbaf, right? I think that's kind of the way I'm looking at it. Like, Loki's the main character. He is here. He is unleashed. Everyone's recognizing him. The flashback is now overturned in the sense that, like, now people know he's good. The truth is out there. Yarul's standing on business. Hired in Loki, wherever they're at, you know, that's separate. That's after the climax. But this is the climax. Like, Loki's reveal, Loki's fruition, Loki's lore, both like his own, his family's and his powers lore all together, acknowledged by the villain, and they're taking out the main people. Sommers is the main villain, right? Like at the point of the chapter, Gunko had the arrow, sure, but the vines, that was the main root of most of the problems, right? From Robin to Saul to the kids, the teachers, the school, the kidnappings, that was mostly held together by Sommers. Sommers was inflicting most of the pain. Gunko, once she got taken over by Emu, kind of took a relegated role to Emu, then Dom reversing. Killing him is kind of backed up, right? But we took care of the dream demons to a certain extent. So we took care of the dream demons. We took care of the Sommers. We took care of, like, the only thing left is Emu. And for a weird reason, Emu's clash doesn't feel like the climax. Like, this does. And everything now is going to fall, accordingly. That's why I feel like Emu ejects. Now, the other part is we know that immense hockey can eject Emu. At least, okay, maybe not eject Emu, but we know that immense hockey ejected the Gorosei out and back into the Holy Land, right? And that was their bodies being ejected back. There's a world where Loki and Luffy use combined hockey, and I don't know if they kill Gunko, right? Because that wouldn't make sense with Brooke's story, but they might unleash enough hockey to eject Emu. That's kind of what I was getting at with Sai, is that I could very easily see that being the case because of the feel of this chapter and the climactic tension of, like, oh, this is how strong we are, and this is the opposition, and this is what the opposition thinks of us. Now, what's the fallout from that? And I think the fallout is, I don't think that Emu can handle it with just Gunko. I don't know. It's weird. Like, the kids are safe. Like, does Emu mog all of this? I don't know. And it's not just Nidhogg, too. Like, Emu recognizing Nidhogg is kind of disrespectful to Ratatoskr, because, like, my next sentence is like, oh my god, where's the rat? And the thing is, it's not just Emu. You have four. These are the four. This is the four. You have Nika, you have Ratatoskr, you have the ancient god of war, and you have Ragnir. This is a foursome that Emu has to contend with. And I don't think that's a battle that Emu wants to take without, like, the Gorosei, right? And if Emu can, through Gunko's body as a conduit, then we're dealing with a different issue, right? Then Emu is just so insanely strong. But Loki's at 1 HP. Can they even beat him? Loki's not at 1 HP. He's a mythical zone. He heals up quick. I don't think that what's her face? Gerd can calculate mythical zone recovery. And here's the thing. When you're a creature, so whales, theoretically, and kind of like more than theory, are immune to cancer. And it's because they're so big as an organism that their cancers get cancer. And that's the theory, that, like, their tumors are macro tumors that have such a large system that they themselves spawn their own cancer that eats their, like, the one that would affect them. So whales are, in theory, like blue whales are in theory immune to, not in theory, like it's a confirmed kind of thing, but it's also like we don't know why kind of thing. And the theory is the macro cancer gets eaten by micro cancer. So Loki gets big immune system. So Par ate the whale fruit. I guess. I thought cancer had something to do with the cells not being able to die. It turns off the cell's ability to sell, like cells are supposed to go through a life cycle. And so one of the main vehicles for cancer is it turns off the gene. I forgot the name of the gene. It's in all the cancers, but it turns off the gene that allows the cell to complete its life cycle and die. So when cells like split and multiply, part of that life cycle is old cells passing away. So cancer cells are generally cells that continue living, but it's not that they're immortal. Apoptosis, that is the right word. Yeah, what's it called? They're not immortal. The way they beat the immune system, every cancer has a different method for this, but they dodge your immune system, and the way they do it for the most part is they put out inflammatory signals that your immune system either gets distracted by or straight up doesn't recognize it. So for example, thyroid cancer, which is the one that I have, but I have metastatic one that spread to my lungs. The cancer that I have typically would be putting out something called a COX-2 or COX-2, the inflammatory response. The thing about COX-2, COX-2, the thing about that is that your body puts that out when you digest foods. When your body does its normal digestion, it puts that out. And what's interesting about that is that's also what Advil and aspirin primarily work by. They are COX-2 inhibitors, so they prevent those inflammatory responses from taking place. So point is that that's how cancer primarily operates. It puts out signals that your immune system's like, oh, that's normal. He's just eating food. Oh, he just got a boo-boo. That kind of thing. No, it's not the same thing as Walter, but it could have been. It could have been if I was a little bit late. It could have been. We didn't know about it until recently, but we realized that my care was taken just at the right point where everything kind of worked out in my favor. Don't inhibit the COX. Well, you are, every time you take Advil, you are inhibiting the COX and aspirin. It is not bad to take, to a certain extent. It does not, these things do not cause autism, despite not popular belief, but powerful beliefs. DNA decoding, reading, and there's probably a development on that. The last one I saw was from Kurska, the in a nutshell thing. That's where I saw that one. Are you the same story as Law? He should be your favorite character. Yeah, Law is one of my favorite characters. He is. I literally me and Dax were talking about One Piece card games, and I was like, oh wait, it's fine. He was like, oh, like I'm gonna be like, he wants to get into the card thing, and I was like, ooh, like we should. He was like saying we should all choose our favorite characters as captains. I was like, oh, Law better be good at the game. He said it's kind of hard, but I like playing technical decks. So, let's see. Is that why you haven't put out any theories? Yes and no. It was stressful. That did happen. That was at the very beginning. That was, yes. Afterwards, then I moved, and then I've been working for like the 2025 was working, but yeah, when I found out 2024, so that's at the end of 2024 when I stopped posting, right? Yeah, so that's when I found out about all this, and then that did stress me out a little bit. Took a pause. The pause got extended. Now we're back. We're in a good spot. I am proud that I was able to maintain every stream last year, and so far I've kept that. And today, I don't even have internet, and we're streaming. Look at that. Where there's a will, there's a way. I managed it. Law kind of sucks in the TCG. No, don't say that. Yeah, I can't pronounce it, Nexus. I listen. If you guys saw my LBAF video, please give me some grace. I swear, it's a clinical thing. My tongue is really big, and so because it's really big, it makes like certain words hard to. It just flops around, bro. It's a clinical thing. I had this diagnosed at the dentist. I had to put a jail cell in my mouth. Like it's actual thing. It's called a tongue guard or whatever. I had one of those. But even that, I think I bent it. My tongue was so powerful that it just like I think they're saying like resting my tongue are the point was it's supposed to keep my tongue down, but it just bent it. It's a thing. Okay, hold on. Don't give me that eye raised tongue guard. Mouth. Oh, this is a lower one. Okay, but like mouth pictures are kind of like trigger warning. No, none of these are even it. Also, just fun fact, I predicted that my orthodontist was a crazy kooky crackhead guy, and he's the one who did that. But I told my parents I only had like braces for like a few months because I said like this guy doesn't know what he's doing. He's not following any protocols, and I guarantee you he's gonna be sued for malpractice. And they're like, "What?" And I was just like, "Yeah, I either you tell him to remove my braces or I'm removing them." And then we got my braces removed. And then flash forward when I turned 18, turned out his practice closed because he got sued 4 times by 4 different girls for malpractice. Not the weird stuff, I guess, but definitely malpractice. And I'm sure there would have been more. I could have sued too. To have a 14, 15-year-old to clock your ass like that, bro, I didn't know shit about teeth. I just knew that we hate dentists. A lot of my friends are dentists. If you're a real like if you're doing the science stuff, like the real stuff and not the marketing stuff, you know, it's different. But that orthodontist cared more about the bottom line than he did about the care. So to dental health is really important. I will say it is vital. I think it's like a thing where it's like a lot of diseases can be traced to your mouth, and dental care, and it can be predicted, diagnosed. I think from like mouth stuff. That should be your primary hairstyle. It has aura. I have many. That's what's cool about long hair is I have like 4 different modes. I have home mode. I have like piss off my mom mode because she's like cut your hair, and I'm like, yeah, but my hair is mad nice, right? And she's just like, she has nice hair too, so I was like, yeah, me too. And so yeah, they don't, but it's also like like a lot of dentist practices, like you'll see if it hasn't happened in your area, but due to the state of insurance, you'll see a lot more consolidation, which isn't necessarily a great thing, but it's because the consolidated places know how to game the system on a large scale, whereas like all these mom and pop places, which mom and pop dentist sounds crazy, but like these independent practices that like care about your thing, they won't be able to stay. They won't be able to unless they go super corporate, you know. But what was I saying? Yeah, so I have multiple modes, and this is my stream mode because I show one side of my face for stream, primarily, and so this is my streamer style. I have one other mode that I go out with. Going to the dentist as smoker is scary. Yeah, I bet. That's why to me that's why I didn't like the dentist, because it turns out that growing up I was very vitamin D deficient, and that have probably affected a lot of my health stuff, and they just blame me. They're like, yo, you don't brush 2 times a day. I was like, I'm brushing 2 times a day. The orthodontist is committing malpractice. Why don't you guys believe me? Oh, it's because you guys are partner program with them, and so like the dentist and the orthodontist are connected. And so I'm like, yeah, no shit, you don't believe me, that guy's crazy. And they're like, you mean our partner orthodontist is crazy? It's like, yeah, who are they gonna believe? The 14-year-old, 15-year-old, 13-year-old, whatever? Man, That's what got me upset. They were gaslighting me. I was like, I've been brushing. This guy messed up my teeth. It's crazy. Turn 6 into 7 is crazy. Growth Stonks for the $5 super chat says Yarl and Loki are going to get Dami reverse seat so Hiredin can wield. No! Usopp is going to beat Gunmu. It's going to mirror Perona and Sugar. You know how bad that would... Okay, so Growth Songs, combine what you just said at the end to my poll that's going on right now. Does Emu... I wrote right. I wrote right instead of fight. You guys... So out of it. I reread that and it said fight. And I only until I saw it on this computer where it's written differently that I realized it's an R. Oh my god. Anyways, does Emu fight seriously on Elbaf? Okay, so 48% say yes. In those 48% that say yes, your vision of Usopp beating Gunkmu is terrible for them. Because you don't want an Emu fighting seriously. You want an Emu fighting not seriously. But regardless, if Emu gets ejected, because I can see a version of Emu getting ejected by like a fear strategy, that would be wild. But the thing is, I don't see it being Emu's side. I think Gunko's side. Like if Usopp's able to get Gunko afraid, then yes, I could see that. I could see that. We've talked about that with the Dream Demons, even like the idea that Usopp kind of like wields the fear. But yeah, with as far as the Hiredin thing, you should know. You should know. Come on. I listen, I get it, it's Elbaf, but it's not Hiredin's arc. Hiredin's arc is next. Hiredin's arc lines up with Grand Fleet. That's at the end of the day, at this far into Elbaf, we have to recognize that Hiredin does not get W's in Elbaf. His W is just coming to terms with Loki. And I think that the next, like, when he gets a W, it's Grand Fleet W. I think that when Cavendish gets a W, Hiredin will get a W. It's not Elbaf for Loki, or for Hiredin. Loki is Elbaf, and Loki got the W. The biggest W for Hiredin is for him to get over whatever trauma he has. And I maybe I'm being mean, but like we did not see any of what energy Hiredin got towards Loki. We didn't see any of it. That's at the end of the day what it was. Not gonna lie, as soon as Luffy cooked Sommers, I lost hope in the Straw Hats are gonna be relevant this arc. I was so confused. Wait, confused about what? We all agree that Emu's true form is going to be huge AF. Yeah, Emu's form has to be huge. For sure. Forgot about Hiredin. The Straw Hats can be relevant. It's just not the way you'd want it. Like this line, right? Like we have the Straw Hats literally picking at straws, right? Like, or what's the term here? Like, Jinbei should be strong enough. I'm sorry, guys. Like, one Fishman karate chop with hockey, I feel like that beats the vines. It's not... And then what? We don't know what a Indian rug burn is? Just hockey or fist and just tear it apart. It can't be that his vines just are weak to fire, because then it's like Nami wins. This is the scope of the Straw Hats. The state of the Straw Hats at 2026. They're literally grasping at straws. Vines, if you will. Right? God forbid a Elbaf boy gets a little bit of motion. Is he? But Hiredin wasn't even let in the castle, bro. the reality is that the one thing we do know about the flashback, or from the flashback, is that Hayden spent most of his time off the island. Right? He ain't an Elbaf boy. He's a sea boy. Yup, you're right, Par. This really disrespectful Jinbei. Jinbei should have been able to do that. Yes. Do you think that we can survive a giant emu fighting Oh, like you mean does the island? Yeah. Here, that's the thing though. Emu's not here. Emu's in Gunko. Does Emu like? Do we get giant Gunko? I'm for that. Do we get Gundam Gunko? Because then it's like, okay, I don't care what happens then. If we were drooling over Ripley, we are 100% drooling over giant Gundam Gunko. Oh yeah, wouldn't that be the thing that Gunko turns into the like the giant Oh. Oh. That's actually kind of big. We might get a we could get a rendition of the mural out of yeah. The one thing we're missing is the worm, technically. That kind of changes my perspective a little bit now I think about it. If Emu decides to do giant Gunko, it could look like the mural. Loki's there. We got that one reveal. We got another one. If we're bringing the boys back, that wouldn't be bad. Where's Frankie? That's a good point. Good point. She used her arrows to make her legs taller. She was bigger. True. Loki does need his get back with Gunko. Speaking of Frankie, that's why he's missing. He could have one-shotted Sommers and his thorns. True. True. Radical beam. Yeah, the Straw Hats, all of them haven't helped since the pre-time skip. Oda puts Law to fight besides him. As soon as Law was gone, instead of promoting Zoro, he brought Loki. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, like, it's a balancing act, right? I kind of wish it were to be one way or the other. Meaning, like, I don't want to be led on to think that, like, here's the issue. We know that Zoro and Sanji will always be relevant with an asterisk. Someone said it earlier. It's crazy that I would think that Zoro and Sanji are punching up at the Pirate King. No, I don't think that. But are they relevant to them? Yes. I think that like being relevant to the Pirate King, being relevant to them is not the same as being able to fight with them, right? It's just that like when Kaido or Big Mom is like, yo, Kaido, dodge that attack. That's Zoro being relevant to Kaido. But when we saw Kaido fight Zoro, we saw very quickly that Zoro is not on the same level, right? That'll never change. I think that will always be the case. Zoro and Sanji will always be relevant, meaning that if you ignore them, you will suffer. Now, when it comes to other Straw Hats, we keep on getting this thing, and I think the worst part of it is it's Usopp. And I'm not saying that because I don't like Usopp or whatever that is. It's just that Usopp is the bottom of the rung, and everybody wants him to be relevant at some point. And I think I'm not exaggerating when I say everyone, even people who hate him. The reason why they hate him is because he's supposed to be relevant now. He's supposed to be relevant in Elbaf in their point of view. Going into Elbaf, and I think prior to because of Wano, I kind of took a step back and I was like, I don't think Usopp's arc is Elbaf. I can understand why it would be. I can understand the perspective. But after Wano, I was like, no, I think that like whatever arc we think that this character is gonna get a W in, or like get progression on their story, it's going to be someone else instead. And we're getting that a little bit with Brook, I guess. But the reality is because we have that with Usopp, it makes us want that for everybody even more than we originally wanted. Jinbei's a hard one. Jinbei's relegated to fireman, luggage worker, luggage loader. I don't know what the correct term is. I apologize. Anybody who's working at TSA and I got your, not TSA, but at an airport and I got your title wrong. But, you know, like the fact that we get this scene where I think that I could convince, if they're not already seeing it, that Jinbei should have been able to do this. There's no reason Jinbei should not have been able to. And then if it's just fire, then Nami and Usopp have the means. And they're all fighting over the same thing. And it's like Robin, and it's not even a small thing. Robin was subdued by the vines. Like it's a big deal. Like, could you imagine that? Like one of the straw hats stuck by the vines, and after the fact, we could think of 4 different straw hats that are there, or 1, 2, 3. We could think of the 3 straw hats all there. Each of them have their own means. You're telling me Usopp couldn't make a fire, and then they couldn't work together? You know what I mean? Here, Jinbei, you use hockey. I'll coat your hands in oil so you have heat. Like, I don't know. Like, it's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy. And they still have their magic book. No one cares about Jinbei. That's sad. I think we're too high up for Jinbei to be fireman anything. Yeah. It felt nice at the beginning when I said, oh yeah, good guy Jinbei, fireman, saving Onigashima. And then what we did to make that a thing was we took Zunisha, who on their own could do what we're talking about, and put that in Raizo's scroll, threw it at Jinbei so that Jinbei could do it. You know, that's the same thing we're talking about here, where we could have just had Zunisha do it, but to make Jinbei more relevant, we gave it to Raizo to give it to Jinbei instead of just giving it to Zunisha, which is the same situation here. Instead of giving it to Jinbei, we gave it to Sanji for some reason, right? That's where it feels weird for the Straw Hats, and I wish it was just a thing where, okay guys, these are the characters, they are now full support. And like, I don't know how we need to acknowledge it, but like somehow it needs to be said, like Scopper. It's like, hey, at a certain point, guys, realistically, you just gotta look at your Roger and hope he does the carrying. You know what I mean? It's like, to a certain extent, I can see where Oda's going. But even the moments I think that Oda gets, where he gets like an Usopp Dressrosa moment, Usopp does that one dope thing in Dressrosa. If we're leading up to something like that in the last saga, it's not going to feel good for people who are already upset that since Dressrosa, Usopp has gotten nothing. If Usopp gets that 1 or 2 moments in the last saga, and it is a big deal, it's still going to fall flat of what, like, you need to tell me since Dressrosa, this is the main thing, only thing, and where was the buildup for this? We're just going to give him future sight, we're just going to give him this level of hockey, right? So there needs to be buildup, and that's where the question mark is. Where is that buildup? And we're seeing that being an issue here. Zoro and Sanji have the setup to learn Conqueror's hockey against adversaries that I think that are apt for them, but Loki and Luffy are so strong and so present that it almost is crazier that Zoro and Sanji have the means to do that. Zoro less so because he's against the Damiurverse, but Sanji's not. He's fighting vines. He's fighting a devil fruit. You know, Imu literally has the magic book of assholes. No way he's getting teabagged like Saturn. Yo, but Kosuna, here's the thing, right? Saturn at one point had without a book the ass pull of magic and yokai form, and they did get teabagged like that. We have precedent for the teabagging. It's rough. Kosuna, look at this last panel and tell me, is this substantiated aura farming, or is this just like full of hot air? Emu's out here like, oh, duh, the Nidhogg was on Elbaf the entire time. Like if Emu said something hard here, like legitimately, like, I used to beat Nidhogg's ass all the like something like that. Like, oh, you mean that worm? You know, something like that. This would have been aura farming. Now it's just Emu being a spectator, you know? It's kind of weird. It's kind of weird. Like, this is like Saturn being like, huh, how did Vegapunk pull a fast one on me? You know? It's like, how did the smartest man on the planet pull a fast one on me when I was watching him from a snail? I don't know. Maybe the smartest man on the planet figured out a way around it, huh? Let me go. All right. You're right. My bad. Do you think Loki rivals an ancient weapon? Yes. I think that Loki's at... This is the thing that I didn't want to mention. I said it on my reaction, but I didn't want to repeatedly say it. But since you brought it up, I'm not going to hide it. The way Yarl describes him, I genuinely think that he's like Pluton. Like, I like the way this is described is quite literally just what I described in my Pluton video, minus the dragon lightning part. I was like, a flying object that can turn day into night. That was what I said. And the part where I was like, okay, the shooting in obliterating an island, I didn't know it meant literally, but hey, if we're doing both, this is it. This is it. And it's like, you would have to be a giant dragon. If like Frankie, you go back and they're like, how can you make such a monstrosity this big? Like, now I'm just thinking that Pluton is just a mechanical this. Like, literally, I think that Pluton might just be a mechanical dragon hiding somewhere. I guess under Wano. If a sea king eats Loki, no, because they're in water. I guess maybe they would be able to fly, right? Do you think that when Jarl said the sun god locked horns with the god of war, he meant it literally? Did Nika user also have horns? Sounds like it. I did clock that. It did sound like that, but that might not be necessarily as meaningful. Like, if Luffy wanted to have horns, he could have horns, right? So it could be something like that. We are going to Meridraw so Jinbei can put out the fire. That's why Oda made the Meridraw fire plot. Yeah, plot twist. Jinbei couldn't do the vines because he went to Meridraw first. He heard fire. He's like, oh my god, there's a fire. I put out the one on Elbaf. Time to do the one over. No, I mean, he didn't put, like, you know what I'm saying. Might as well. Might as well take care of the one in Meridraw. He swam there. In the name of Fisher Tiger. Stop. Fire? Crazy. Par chapter 11, 6, or 116, page 15. That's the mural, Alabasta. Right? Bear with me. My internet is very slow because I'm off of my phone. We're able to stream 3 hours. I am going to, you know, it's later. I want to be able to say goodnight to my son. I am hungry as well. So I'm going to start winding down. But let me pull this up. Nika had a sword and shield. Was that Nika or Joy Boy? Don't know. I think the Joy Boy could have had the sword and shield. Not necessarily sure. Okay, so you said page 15. Oh, whoa. 11. Am I on the right page? Oh, 116, not 216. Okay, hold on. My bad. I misunderstood. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Started some trouble on Zion finding another warrior, whoever wins. We've been at it for 100 years already and nothing's been settled. Ho ho ho. You've been fighting for 100 years? Yeah, oh, that's nothing. Our lifespans are 3 times those of humans. Even if you do live that long, wouldn't you lose your passion for battle? Do you still want to kill each other? Wow, that mountain's erupting. Well, I better be going. It was decided some time ago that the eruption of Dead Center Mountain would be the signal for combat. Is that what you're talking about? Page before that. Oh. Oh, I see. In my village, we live by a code. When there's a dispute and neither side will yield, the god of Elbaf decides the matter. Our god protects the one who is right and lets him live. I started some trouble, and now I'm on this island, fighting another warrior. Whoever's right will win the battle and live. So the god of war, god of Elbaf, I don't know why. I was just thinking like, like Hiredin wanted the Mara no Mi, but I'm like, maybe there. It said the god of war could transform into the dragon, right? Is that what he said? In Elbaf, there's a legend about a god of war who fought with Ragnar. It's said that he took the form of a giant dragon and he locked horns with the sun god. He was accompanied by, you know, it's interesting because like we don't see the dragon form. And remember what I was saying before? It's odd if he had a devil fruit, but Nika's here with no devil fruit. Ratatosk's here with Ragnar, no devil fruit. So if the original guy had a devil fruit and he could turn into a dragon, that's kind of interesting. What if like this is a like it's not? Technically it's a lightning dragon too. I don't know, something about the magma. I was thinking like, so a Kainu's fruit? Did the god of Elbaf have a Kainu's fruit? Things like that to emphasize the hammer. The god of war is called Elbaf. These are good pages. I kind of forgot the intricacies. Why does that word sound wrong? I'm saying it like sort of right. Intricacies. Intricacy? No. Now I'm saying it wrong. You get my point. I forgot the the details, the fine details of the words here. So this is good. Emu saying Elbaf is D makes way more sense if Emu's talking about Elbaf, the god of war. Yeah. But how are you gonna forget Par? Those pages only came out like 20 years ago. Be better. Yeah, I remember like the other stuff, but like this part I remembered, but this line right here, like I remember the gist of it, but our God protects the one who is right and lets him live. Is that what the god of Elbaf, the god of war, is supposed to do? I thought the point is that they fight and whoever wins is the winner. Like the person who's right. You know? Another translation called the god of war. I see. God of Elbaf, god of war. War Beth. I mean, technically the land is called the land of war, right? Or whatever it's called. Warland, right? So god of Warland, Elbaf. So every place that they have is the name of a person. That could be something, right? What if a Samuanai is a person's name? That'd be kind of cool. Maybe I should reread One Piece from scratch to keep these clues, but it's so long. Yeah, I do that. I mean, some of these details, like I forget, there's like a certain section of One Piece that I've never really. Oh, the ordeals in Skypiea. In all my theories, I've never once like really referenced the ordeals, so I've never reread those pages. But the other ones I've reread so many times in similar fashion. I've never reread this part because I haven't used it in a video. Which I imagine if I was making videos still, I would have. But you know, it's here or there. You gotta live. You gotta live your life. Can't beat yourself up. But one day, I love rereading One Piece. You always find something new or pay attention to something else. But sometimes now, especially talking with Fiso a little bit more, knowing like the translational issues, I'm like, damn, maybe some of these translations need to be vetted again. You know? Tatakai means fight, battle, struggle, conflict. I think better translation, God of battles. I like that. Davy backfights. Maybe the same person. Magic Emperor video when? Maybe. I need to find someone. I think Hime was reading Tales of Demons of God. I could see myself doing a podcast thing with Hime about that, but more podcast means less videos. So once I get my video schedule done, then I'm open to expand to other things. Kagurabachi was just so goddamn good that me and Sai were like, nah, we gotta break our schedule for this. Ragnar losing to Loki was following the logic the war god of worships. True. Damn, Kosuna, that's a good one. I'm gonna bring it up to Sai as if it's my own theory. All right, thank you, Kosuna. I'm joking. I'll bring it up. I like that. I like that. All right, we hit that 3-hour mark. 3 hours, 3 minutes, and I'm gonna miss the 3-hour 33. But I know it's a shorter stream, guys. We did get Sai, got through the super chats, crazy chapter. I think we talked about a bunch of stuff. As you guys know, I went through a bit of ordeal this morning. We had work and all that stuff, but then I needed to fix the internet. It's been a difficult last 4 days, but I'm also leaving tomorrow for a see in-laws for something. Not too sure. Oh yeah. I also have new family members to meet, so there's that. But yeah, we're gonna wind it down there. We'll schedule the podcast. Need to conserve my energy, and with that, guys, do you do an after part 1 Kagurabachi podcast? Oh yeah, we're gonna do more podcasts for Kagurabachi. Appreciate it, Narukami. Appreciate everyone who stopped by. Appreciate all the support. Thank you guys for chatting with me. That's always fun. It's always the best part, is hearing your guys' takes. You always make me laugh. Hopefully I make you guys laugh sometimes too. That being said, stay safe, stay connected. See you guys next time on the ParVision on the knock-up stream. There you go. I feel like I was about to do a video intro. Low key is about to, but do have an exciting video. I did tell Sai the theory a little bit, so look out for that. Maybe once I get back, I'll be able to record, but let's hope that I have internet again, because without the internet, I don't know if I'll